We're talking about earwax.
No,
No, I'm not gonna tell him that.
You say that, but I hit the button as you were talking, so now I'm concerned.
God damn it.
I'm concerned how much of that was caught in the beginning.
Sorry, guys. We were just having a nice conversation. It's been a while. Happy New Year. Wait, are we actually live?
Yes,
we're live?
Yeah, we're live.
Oh, yeah, I hear myself. That was scary. Okay. Oh, my God.
Well, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, I'll give them a second because there's a couple people here, but not like everybody's squad up, so we'll give them a bit. I put this out like last night, so y'all, if you looked at my channel, you would have saw this premiere like almost a day in advance, almost.
Yes.
I should have been a little bit more well prepared. I was trying to. I'll be real with you. I think when I messaged you and I was double checking to see like, is she
like timings?
Is she still free? Hold on, let me
Oh
check.
yeah, I'm free. Okay, I wouldn't do that to you. That's
No. Life is unpredictable. Shit happens.
No, that's a good point. That's a good point.
So I was checking. So I'm like, I don't want to put the thing up, and then they'd be like, "Where is she?" And I'm like,
man, I'm busy. Where is she?
we came for Emmy, and all we get is you. We see you all the time, Terrell. I'm like, all right,
okay,
fine.
you would just change the stream name to "Is Emmy the Asshole," and it would still work.
I'm not gonna do that.
Yes, Donnie.
Hey, Donnie.
Oh.
Hey, what's up,
guys?
What's up, Boom?
Yo, what's up? What's up? Happy New Year, guys.
We've got to listen.
24 days into the new year. Happy New Year.
I didn't realize something. Have you used your Twitter at all?
No.
Okay.
I am not.
I think I still have it in like my description. And I'm like, maybe that wasn't right because then I'm gonna be like, I follow her Twitter.
Okay.
I follow her Twitter. She never tweets.
It's okay. I'll tweet. Here, I'll tweet right now.
Don't. It's terrible, bro. This is gonna be
like I do open Twitter like occasionally, just to see like, is everyone doing okay? They're doing okay. Okay, great. I just lurk. That's pretty much it. And then like, occasionally I'll get some like wholesome like drawings and stuff because I follow some artists. So I'm like, oh, cute. All right, we support. But.
Oh my god. I have to remind myself. So I get Discord notifications even when I'm live. And the one thing that sucks, and so here's the habit that if you're on Discord enough, you'll learn. Donnie, what did you already clip? Also, hey Nessa.
It's Nessa. Hi Nessa. How are you? Aw.
So
this is great.
So if you're on Twitter, if you're on Discord in our server, that private one we have.
Yeah.
TSS will constantly post in the VTuber section.
Oh yeah.
And the kicker is I'll hear the noise. Oh no, Donnie clipped the earwax thing.
No, they clipped the earwax. Damn it!
I didn't know that was caught.
We were catching up. Okay,
Donnie, I don't understand. I don't understand how you caught that. That was like the first few seconds.
I mean, I'm not surprised it's Donnie. Like he's like the clip.
I know.
It makes sense.
We were so in my server, I've been doing this thing on my streams where I've been like having people like in the server talk while I'm playing a game.
Yeah.
Don is a very frequent man in those things, and as I've learned, not only is he a clipper, he loves to soundboard the shit out of you. So the moment Discord gave us options to press like audio cues,
yeah,
he's
soundboard. That's my dream. I want to become a soundboard.
Your dream is to become a soundboard?
Yeah, because like actually I've been told that at work before because I just make random Emmy noises. That's what it's been dubbed as. So I've been told like, oh, you could be a soundboard. I'm like, oh man, that's my dream. Just like if something happens, all you hear is ah.
Hey yo, what the fuck?
Like that. I didn't do that.
No, that's me. Everyone has access to the soundboard, so I'm technically that was off of my server. It's called time travel. Donnie, what do you mean you time traveled on YouTube? I didn't know they even gave that as an option.
Oh, he time traveled, but he's angry, but he's like holding a heart. So wholesome.
He's
angry. He's angrily wholesome.
Lord almighty.
I don't know how that's possible, but
this is terrible. All right, so for those who may not know, and I don't know how you wouldn't, but in case you didn't watch the original stream,
you should.
I don't know if it's
Go watch it. Not now though. Go watch it afterwards.
I don't remember. I don't think it's been a year. It's probably been like.
No, it's been like I think we did in like July.
So it's
or
been no
August.
Oh,
Was
then
maybe it was August.
it's been like maybe 6. Tyrone, aren't you supposed to be streaming?
I'm just kidding. Sorry, I haven't seen these people in so long, so I'm just like, what's up, guys? How are you? Happy New Year. Just gonna say that to everyone. Oh, in 24 minutes.
Oh, that's when you stream. Okay, you stream at 9:30. Usually you stream at 9. This is late for you, sir. Fine.
No, it's okay. It's okay. Stream at 9:30 so you can watch for a little.
Oh, Donnie said it's been 7 months. Damn.
7 months?
Well, remember the last I'm the asshole. The who the asshole thing was later. It was before the mental health one was later. So it's probably been.
Maybe that's what I'm thinking of.
Yeah, the mental health one has probably been like 5 or 4 months.
Months? Yeah, one of those.
I don't think it's been 6 months. I don't think we did the who's the asshole, and then like a month later it was like, so how are you doing? Like,
How are you doing? Are you the asshole?
but for those who don't know how this works, we're on Reddit. We're on Reddit. Tyrone, fine. I'm gonna let that one slide, Tyrone. All right.
Oh, that's so nice.
It's
I'm here for me too. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm just the vehicle for Emmy to have her platform, guys. I hope you guys enjoy.
Oh, absolutely not. I'm happy to be here. You're great, Terrell.
Lord.
Like, no.
So, for those who don't know, we're on Reddit.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry. And we're in the Am I the Asshole section. And essentially we're gonna scroll down and find random stories and read them and justify whether or not they're assholes or not.
Yeah. So play along with us. You know, are they the asshole? I mean, there's 3 options. They're either the asshole, they're not the asshole, or everyone sucks. So
what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna scroll all the way, not all the way down, but like a good chunk down, and then grab a random one at the bottom. Yeah, Terrell's become the second banana to the stream. Even though it's my channel, Donnie, what kind of shit is this? I gave up my jujitsu Kaisen for this. So who's the real asshole? All right. Oh, this one's terrible. Let's see. If I refuse to drive my sister, resulting in her not being able to visit often since she doesn't have a driver's license. I feel like that's a very simple one. Oh, I like this one though. Am I the asshole for not wanting to lend my parents money? So, for all you financially responsible children out here, I imagine this one's going to fuck with you. So, we're going to read this one. I'll go first and then Amy can get the second one.
all right.
All right, let me see. Damn it, I hate that I can't like close out the shit on the right, but it is what it is.
It's okay. I mean, maybe you can't. What's the 3 dots at the top? Also, hi, Navy. Ahoy. Happy New Year. Sorry. I'm just going to do that to everyone.
I feel like I should have gave like a chunk of time for Emmy to just be like, there's people in here. I haven't seen you in a year.
No, but I haven't seen you guys in a year.
All right, listen. The good news is it's still January, so we'll let this shit slide.
That's a good point.
If we get into February, you still saying that, we might have to throw hands.
We got a problem. Yeah,
All right.
yeah. Okay, we'll throw hands. It's fine. My hands are clean. It's all good.
I'll
throw them.
So you're sterile is what you're saying?
Yes.
Oh, God. Also,
God.
Can I?
Is it hide? Is that it?
No.
No.
Oh,
Why
no.
would I want to hide the post? That's
No.
so stupid. It's thing. I want to hide the sidebar, bro.
The sidebar has like no. I guess yeah. This thing goes all the way down. Fuck it. It is what it is. All right.
Okay, whatever.
All right. So hi guys. First post here. So correct me if I get something wrong. I'm 22 and I have a history of my family using money very fluidly. Lend me $20 and I'll pay you back in a week. My problem is the amounts of money have been getting bigger and bigger, and that I am frequently placed in the position where I don't have the choice in lending the money. For example, my mother will call me for little emergencies such as I'm stuck by the side of the road and need money. My bills are due in an hour and I don't want to pay extra fees, etc. I am not comfortable lending out my money even though they usually pay it back on time because I have to ask again and again when I can expect my money back, and I'm told that I'm a terrible person for doing so. My parents are not great with managing their spending, and my siblings tend to spend all their money before they can ask for it. I am more of a saver/planner type. I'm always guilted into giving them money since I'm not doing anything with it anyways. In 2024, ain't no way you ain't doing anything with money. What?
Right?
I don't want my parents to keep depending on me to bail them out, and it stresses me out to see my money go back and forth. The reason why I'm asking this question is because my family just took us all out on a family road trip and pulled me over to let me know I need to lend them $500 so they can book the hotel because the money they're expecting is arriving tomorrow. I feel stuck and frustrated. I never have a choice. I always have to lend out the money. I can't pretend I don't have enough because they calculate how much I make according to my working hours. That's some wild shit, by the way. I want to know, am I the asshole if I refuse to lend them money because I'm just uncomfortable, especially since they have been more careful to pay me back on time? I technically have nothing to lose when I lend money. I'm just anxious for no reason. And am I living by them? So I am living by them. So maybe I need to move out if I'm setting such a boundary. Please answer honestly and let me know if you need additional information. Thank you. So we're not going to read the comments. We're going to have our opinions first, and then we'll read the comments.
Yeah, and then we'll read the comments.
So I don't know if you have any personal experience with this. I unfortunately do. Hell, I'm in the middle of it currently.
Oh, you are? Oh, okay. I feel like you can take the lead then, because I don't have experience with it. I've seen this situation happen, to which like I can full well comment on it. But yeah, go ahead, and then I'll say my thoughts too.
So to give context, usually, at least in my situation, it's always been a situation where I learned from my parents to save money. But I didn't learn from my parents in the sense that my mother was so good at saving money that I then learned to save money from my mother. No, it was more so my mother ran into a lot of those spending issues that they're talking about in the message, and I was like, well, I'm not gonna be like that. So I'm going to save money. It's more of like your parents fucked up, so you learn from their mistakes and don't have the same problem. The problem is it doesn't necessarily stop your parents from fucking up their money. In my situation, my mother always likes to brag about how like proud she is that I save my money. This is a good and bad thing because they recognize that you're great with your finances, but they also know, well, that means if I need to borrow, $100, $200, $300, $400, $500, I know which child I'm about to come and talk to real quick. And when I was younger, it was like this. It was small. It was like $50, $25. And as I've gotten older, it's probably been more my sister than my mother. Actually, I would say a lot more my sister than my mother. Where it turns into, well, I just need to borrow a couple $100. I need to borrow like $200, $300 for such and such reasons.
Yeah.
And the reality is, they never learn any fucking thing when they do this, because you give them the money, and it's the people who can guilt you the most are the people who are closest to you.
Yeah.
And
I feel that.
And it's hard because it's like, if it's like some guy that you knew back in high school, fuck you, I'm not giving you $600. But like, if it's your mother, the woman who raised you and like just cooked for you last night, you're like, oh,
like, well, damn it.
that's literally what
groceries.
It is. But it makes you mad because you're like, I feel like I know this isn't fair, but I also know
it's not.
But she just, but like, I live here for free, or I don't know if he lives there for free or if they live there for free. But the point is, they live with their parents. So their parents are technically still providing a roof over their head. Like, you don't want to seem like... Well, go ahead.
Well, okay, so that's the thing, right? So, like, I don't know if this is a weird opinion or not, but, like, I've always... Like, and I've seen, like... I think I've even seen, like, parents even say this, too, but, like, just because the minute your kid turns 18 doesn't mean you stop being a parent and you stop providing for them. Like, which, to be honest... I agree with, especially in this economy nowadays, like, like you can't really, like, things are really hard to pay for. That doesn't mean like you shouldn't, like, I think you should be able to help your family where needed, because they did look out for you and stuff, but it shouldn't be an obligation. And also, like, for this person, they're very much being taken advantage of. And like, I strongly believe too, like, when you do have kids, like, they are not a bank account. Like, you provide for those kids, right? So like, I think that's the biggest thing from this story here is like, they're seeing this kid as a bank account, which is not fair for them at all, because like, just because their parents like didn't manage their money doesn't mean that like this kid, like, they learned basically from like their parents like, oh, I shouldn't do this, but now they're being punished for it. And then if they set boundaries, they feel like, oh, like maybe I need to move out or whatever. But it's like, no, you really shouldn't. You should just be like, hey, like, I'm sorry, like, I can help you, but here are the boundaries I'm putting down. And if you can't meet them, then I'm sorry, like, I'm not gonna be able to help you. Like, it's your problem. That's pretty much it. But like, yeah, like, don't have kids if you're gonna see them as something to just take advantage of. Like, I'm sorry, like, that's what, like, I know that sounds kind of harsh, but I feel like that's such like a decision to make before you even have the kid. It's like, are you going to be able to provide for them? If the answer is no, then like, ooh, well,
so I gotta
get a dog.
so I gotta pay $500 because people had a fun night 9 months before I was born, bruh. Listen. So here's the thing. Hey, Zach.
Zach!
I didn't even.
Hi, Zach!
Hey, Zach.
Happy New Year!
Hey.
I'm sorry, this is an ongoing thing. Hi.
To be fair, I haven't seen Zach. I don't think I haven't talked to Zach since last year anyway. So I guess that.
Also, you can say Happy New Year too. There you go.
Happy New Year, Zach.
Happy New Year, Zach.
I hope your January's been going smooth so far, buddy.
Yeah, I know January is like a stupid month. I feel like it's a trial month. Like it's like
well, you know why? Because it's after you just spent all your money on gifts and shit and Christmas.
That's true. Yeah.
So now we're in recovery mode.
That's true. Like the thing is though, like I don't buy gifts for people because I just don't like buying presents for people because I suck at presents. So I just bake for people. But then also like groceries are expensive. So yeah, I feel that.
I like the idea. I like the idea that someone just clips it and cuts out the other half of that sentence.
Yeah, I know. I realized it halfway through I said it. I was like, God damn it, no.
That's why I don't like talking to other people about what I do for Christmas because the first thing they come with, you didn't spend how much on your parents or you didn't spend how much on your family. I'm like, listen, I'm poor. I have a mortgage. Can I? No, man.
I have a mortgage.
People don't realize this is like the time of year where everyone goes fucking broke. Like literally. That's a whole other conversation I could be interested in having, which is the whole like.
I mean, we are talking about money right now.
I mean,
so
we are. You've been in the editing dungeons for a while, but Pop didn't say what's
dungeons? Up. Was it dark in there? Did you have a nightlight?
Zach's been plotting. Zach, how many videos you got coming out, man? And how much money am I gonna have to spend on merch?
Just like 2 really well edited videos.
Well,
actually, you know what? That'd be lit. Honestly, I'm down. Sorry, guys. It's been a while. I'm very rusty. If you can't tell. Oh my god.
No, we're good. Listen, this is chill conversations. Also, side note, the one thing I think Nessa asked it, and it is important to mention, his parents are technically paying him back. Donnie, please don't tell me you clipped it.
God damn it.
Donnie can't be trusted. Okay, unfortunately, I've learned that everything I say is just in the hole. It's just one. I mean,
let's go.
Well, how long has it been, Zach, since the editing process started?
You know what? The longer you say, the more respect I'll have. So if it's like a month, then I'll be like, yo, good job, Zach. If it's like a week, I'll be like, oh, okay.
So what you're saying is you're gonna judge him on how long he's been editing.
Yes. I'm just kidding.
Watch the video come out and it's just a fucking PNG over like a scrolling background.
Oh, no, don't say that. There's nothing wrong with those. Those are cool. You know, it's about the content that matters. You know?
It's all.
You can have pretty pictures and like pretty moving things, but like if like what you gotta say isn't important, then like what does it matter? You know?
I can't really say anything. But currently, I have a PNG around me right now, so I guess I can't say.
Literally took a month. Respect. All
right, fine.
Good job. Take your time.
We'll leave it alone. Yeah, when I can.
The creative process takes a while, so it's like, hey. Oh, why is he saying hey?
Oh,
no, did we offend? I'm sorry.
No. Also, Donnie, listen, I'm lazy. The point I was trying to make though is that the point they bring up in the thing is that his parents are consistently like pulling. I put a lot into my PNGs.
Listen, editing PNGs is a lot of work, I think. I don't know. I have no experience, so I don't know.
I'm waiting for Zach to pull out that VTuber model. That's what I'm waiting on.
Is that a thing? Is that happening?
Oh wait, I don't know if he's doing that, but like,
did we just reveal something?
No. If I knew that in advance, I'd be dying. I can't imagine Zach as a VTuber. That means you have to have
Why not?
that mean-
Anything's possible.
Because if you're
What do you mean?
listen, if you're a VTuber, that means you have to have certain face expressions. And one of the most popular ones are not something you want to see on a guy. Okay, I'm just gonna put that out there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm not gonna. Donnie already knows what I'm probably talking about, so we're not gonna get any further than that. The point I was gonna make is the one thing we need to mention. At least his parents are paying him back. It doesn't sound like he's not getting paid back. I think he's kind of like me or I say he. It could be a she. I don't know, or they.
I think it says, but
Does it?
it's okay.
Did it?
Go scroll up. Oh no, they just said 22.
Yeah, I don't fucking know. The point I'm making is that like, it's not like they're not getting the money back, but the issue is more so the anxiety that comes when you see your bank account drop by like $500 and you have to hope to God that your mother is going to be cool enough to be like, here's the $500 back, son. Because the problem is, I've heard of situations where parents just don't pay their kids back. Like, man, I raised you. What the fuck am I giving you money back for? Because you borrowed $500 from me, Dad, and you told me you give it back to me. Sounds like semantics to me.
Like, but I took care of you when you were like, home alone at like 2 years old. So like, it's fine. We're even, right? And it's like, no. What do you mean?
Yeah, you would be in the back like, that was your legal obligation, right? You were the one who had sex unprotected and then chose to have this baby.
Oh my God.
So technically, this is your fault. So
This is your fault, bro. Yeah, it's true though. It is their fault. Like that's the thing. They made the decision to have a kid, right? And again, just because a kid turns 18 doesn't mean you stop like caring for them or stop loving them, or like providing for them if they need the help. I'm not saying that like spoil your children, like, or don't teach them to be independent. I'm not saying that at all. But you don't stop becoming a parent once they like reach the adult age. If that makes any sense. Another thing too for this story is that they knew they were going on a family road trip. They knew that they needed to get a hotel. And they did not realize, like, maybe like halfway through the drive, like, oh, wait, we don't have money to pay for this. Like, that's a little sketch. It's like they knew that they could just rely on, like, their child, right? Like, to take care of the situation, which is like, again, that's like going back to the whole, like, taking advantage kind of thing, which is why I understand why this person just feels like ways about, like, even helping, because they feel like they're just going to keep doing it over and over again, which is why, like, I personally don't think that this person's the asshole. I really don't.
No, I mean it's very like you said, it's very sketch that like unfortunately they're planning for their child having money as a part of their plans for doing something. Because now it's on a family trip. Now I'm paying for the trip. I'm paying for our housing. And see, if I tell you no, then we don't get to sleep anywhere tonight. Like that's the problem.
Yeah.
That's my trade-off. Oh, it's a family trip. We're gonna go get a hotel. Excuse me, I need you to give you $500 for the hotel. And if you say no, not only are you the asshole, but now it's gonna directly fuck with you.
Yeah.
Because now we don't have anywhere to sleep, and it's just like, geez. And then everyone's mad at you. Why don't you just give them the money? They said they were gonna pay you back. They always pay you back, and you're like, and now you have to wonder if you're gonna be the person who stands on principle, like.
Well, I mean, what they could do, and this is probably something I would do if I was in this situation, I would probably pay the money and then just use that as like, well, this is the last straw. Like after this, like I'm not doing anything with you guys in terms of this kind of stuff. Or I'm gonna like try to prepare as much as advance and try to take control of what I can, which is like, okay, any like family events. It's like, okay, so like how are we providing for this time before it even happens? Or, oh, sorry, I can't join. Or, like just set your rules like after that whole situation, because you're right, like if they don't pay, they have nowhere to stay, which is that's a valid point. But I would kind of use this example as just like a last straw, maybe.
Before I approach the conversation, he mentions at the bottom about whether or not they should move out. First off, I didn't think this PNG thing in the chat was going to become this big of a deal, guys. Look.
I know.
Listen. I have nothing against PNG. Currently, Emmy is a PNG. All right, we're gonna sit here.
PNG.
We're not. All right.
Yeah.
Emmy, I need you.
What?
Don't be so
I'm proud.
PNGs
are cool.
That means you're flat though. You're 2-dimensional.
Yeah, I can
stick.
That sounds right.
I can. I technically can slide you under a door. Like this is not. I don't think this is something to be
You
proud
haven't
of.
heard of Flat Stanley? That's cool, bro. Like, come on.
Amy, what? That's not. That's not. No.
No?
No. What? No. What the hell? No, we're not doing that.
Oh, okay. I guess not. Guess not. Oh my god, he clipped it.
Oh, Donnie is a fucking problem. All right, listen,
Zach.
I've accepted this.
Zach, your videos are great. All right, I just want you to know that.
I want to put this in here. Zach is the dude in here with the most subscribers and like the consistently viewer count, and we're sitting here like, and someone's like, "You guys don't think my videos are good?" No,
No,
I think the audience
Your videos
knows
are
your videos are
amazing.
good. I think we know.
well, we're the audience. What do you mean?
I'm the
This is Zach's video.
Well, technically,
we're just here.
Oh wow.
This is not our channel.
Where's the branding at? Someone go get the Lumios Trainer Zach opening clip and just play it in the front.
Yeah,
Welcome, what's up, guys? Lumios Trainer Zach.
Zach here.
I'm not gonna fucking do this. Anyways, what I was gonna approach is the whole whether or not they should move out, because I think we both agree they're not the asshole in that situation.
They're not the asshole. What do you guys think? Also, like,
Yeah.
put your thoughts too.
I think there's a poll here. I don't know if this is gonna work.
Is there a poll?
Yeah.
YouTube. Oh, wow, it's been so long.
Yeah, YouTube is. Let me
YouTube
see.
is Twitch now. Oh, sorry.
Well,
What?
they're
Oh.
making
Oh.
better efforts.
Oh, effort? Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, that's better than what they were doing before, which was like nothing. So that's.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh my God. Let me see. Start poll. Let's hit this. Does this work?
Oh my god, that's sick. Okay, that's cool. I
Okay,
want to
so,
vote.
so that does work. so you can vote.
Oh my god, that's so cool.
No,
Wow,
no.
good job, YouTube.
Zach, don't do that. See,
It matches your colors. It's like a navy blue.
I don't like
So it
that.
matches.
Of course. Also, I don't like the running joke, Zach, that like our interactions together are just you quoting me and me quoting you.
No, that's a good friendship. That
Yeah.
means like you guys are
Yeah.
you guys are quotable. So it's great.
Yeah,
you
but
know?
apparently I'm more quotable because the last time I remember him quoting me was telling people to eat a dick, and I'm like, that's not even like a phrase that I came up with. I just say it. Y'all just think it's funny when I say it.
Yeah, it is. It's pretty funny though.
Oh my
It
God.
actually is pretty funny. See, you do that. Yeah, see what Nessa said. You know?
Oh God. Fine.
It's great though, because then like if you have like a whole ass conversation with Zach, it's just both of you quoting each other, and that just sounds great.
But I
that
run
sounds
out-
so
I-
entertaining.
But here's the problem. I run out of Zach quotes after a certain point. There's only like Satoshi Gakoga and like fucking what's up guys, Little Trainer Zach here. I need like
Just keep repeating.
I need him to come up with like other terms that are quotable. Or I'm gonna have to find like this one fucking phrase he said in this one video like 2 years ago and then bring it back just so I can mainstream the fuck out of it.
But that's like research, and that's also proves friendship. So
I got
there you go.
See, that's the problem, Zach. You got only 2 quotes. What the fuck am I supposed to do? Come up with some more quotes. That's your 2024
Be original,
That's
is
your
what he's
20.
trying to
No, it's 2024. That's your goal. I need at least 2 more quotes from you. Okay, I need at least 2 more. Also, the journey starts today thing isn't even like a quote. It's literally me just taking the fucking chorus of a dub theme song and running with it. That's all it is. This is
Yeah.
besides the point. Anyways.
Anyways, they're not the asshole.
They're not the asshole. As far as the moving out conversation, unfortunately, some people will take advantage of situations if you're available.
Yeah.
Now, it depends on how vindictive your parents can be, because some parents are really vindictive about shit and will be like, well, you just get the fuck out since I can't borrow money from you. And then some parents won't kick you out, but will become incredibly passive aggressive.
Ooh, not the passive aggressive.
Where they're like, well, we went to Pizza Hut, but since
went to
somebody
Pizza Hut.
but since somebody didn't let us borrow any fucking money, they don't get to get any.
We went to Pizza Hut and we put this hut over you right now, so you know, like you got this living with a
Oh,
roof over
no.
your head. Like, come on.
Oh no, bro.
Oh my
But
god.
that's something you gotta be aware of. Like, I don't know the family situation, I don't know these people. So I don't know if they're in that same kind of mindset where they'll be like, because realistically, they're 22, which I would assume that means they're in college or like early are like still trying to get their finances together. And like Emmy mentioned before, the economy is rough right now. We're not trying to be out here
Yo, water is so expensive. Specifically.
But you get it from a faucet, and we have water purifiers. Some people don't do. People don't spend enough money on water purifiers. You know, that fucking.
You know what? I agree with that. Like filters are just so easy to get. It's like, why are we not doing? Why are we buying bottled water? Like, whoever invented bottled water? I just want to talk. Okay.
I can't really say anything because I currently have 2 bottles of Dasani right next to me. So I guess
and it's Dasani. Like, out of all the water that we decided on, it's Dasani, the water that tastes like metal or coins.
Listen.
No, you listen, sir. It tastes like coins, all right? It tastes like nickel, okay?
What do you mean? How often are you drinking nickel to know the taste that well? That's my fucking question. I mean, you just put nickels in your mouth as a baby? Like, man, this reminds me of childhood. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I remember when I was a child, my tongue tastes like nickel for 3 weeks. And my mom said I had an eating disorder.
Oh my god.
I just want this to be.
Dasani does taste bad. Exactly.
I'm not saying I don't understand what is. You know what? No. I shouldn't even. See, you know, whatever. It's whatever. All right. The point is the young Emmy tasted nickels as a baby. That's all y'all need to know.
Yeah, I had Dasani water, and I was like, no, this is what I imagined it would taste like.
I feel like as a baby, you smacked the bottle out of your mother's hand, like. Your mom was mad as fuck. I just bought this. No.
So that was $4. $5 if you go to the amusement park.
Is your water cold? Yes. It was. Why?
You drink cold water? Are you one of those people? Oh my god.
What
do you not drink room temperature water?
Oh my.
Oh no. Is this? Oh, we're doing this.
What are you talking about? First off, I never claimed to not drink temperature water. Okay, that's the first thing. Oh my God, Tyrone!
Oh hey, Tyrone!
You're supposed to be streaming. It's 9:33. You liar!
No, it's okay. It's okay. Just stay. It's fine. It's okay.
I thought he had left the stream. This is trash. That's why you don't taste it as bad. So if I drunk it, who drinks? I'm not drinking room temperature Dasani. If I'm paying for Dasani, I'm just drinking
it cold. So why you don't taste? So the metal tastes cold.
I never knew
metal, man.
How are they legally allowed to sell this still? Then that's my question.
Dasani?
Mm-hmm.
The same way they sell the other like fancy water brands, like like Smart Water, or, like Fuji water. What the frick is it? It's like
it's Fiji. It's like Fiji.
Is it Fiji water? Exactly. Even worse. Like
this is so fucking dumb. So dumb. Okay.
You guys have your life there? Sorry, that's a random.
It's so stupid. Oh my god. This is so
Dasani should be illegal. Thank you.
This is so dumb. I already bought the pack. Like when we just throw it out? It's a waste of money.
Well, it's called cutting your losses, and I think
we're over here having a conversation about money on Reddit. You're talking about cutting your losses.
Yeah. I mean, this person needs to cut their loss. Just tell their parents no.
I'm just saying, if you're 22 and you're talking about moving, they know their parents better than we do. I would check to see how your parents are. If your parents are the vindictive type and you don't want to deal with that, you might have to take it out for a little bit. But you definitely should be planning on moving. Don't just move.
Well,
what?
Actually, if we want to play it like this, I don't think the parents will kick them out. And the reason why is because they're depending on this person for money, right? Like they constantly have been time and time again depending on them. So if they break that tie with their kid, then they're also switching banks in a way because now they don't got a bank account.
But I want to put this in context. The reason why this would even come up is because they're not giving them any money anyway, so it wouldn't really make a difference.
It won't, yeah.
So realistically, they wouldn't lose anything by kicking them out because they already said they weren't giving them any money. So it's not like they have anything to lose in that situation. The point is, I would pick my battles as far as the whole getting kicked out thing because you're 22. I don't
Mine
know.
too.
We don't know if you're in college or anything like that or any of that, the specifics, but just pick your battles. If you're smart enough to save your money, you're smart enough to know when to not play that game. But I am curious what
Yeah.
the chat says. Was all right.
Yeah, me too.
You don't need to move out to set a boundary. You can just say that your savings are trapped in a long-term investment. Oh, so lie. Okay, gotcha. Also, to be explicit, do they always pay you back? But also, your money is yours. I thought most people would agree with this anyway.
Yeah.
They haven't in the past. I don't lend money unless they can tell me a date they can pay me back by. They usually pay me back by that date. Sometimes off by a day or two. I just don't like getting put in the position of a loan shark. Yeah, because I can't break my
Yeah.
mom's toes. Like what? Like realistically, if I'm gonna be a loan
Oh
shark,
look! If you let them keep the money, they only encourage them to view you as an ATM. See, they're not an ATM.
see, humans are humans.
Yeah.
But most people are in the same line of thought, so I think we can move on. Oh my god, what is?
Oh my. Damn.
Oh wait, no, is this just?
Oh, it's auto mod.
Thanks. First option, one debt at a time rule. I do that. I do that with my sister actually. Where if you owe me like money, you can't ask me for more money.
Actually, that's valid. That's fair, actually.
My rule is, let's say you borrow like $20 from me. That means you can't ask me for money until you pay me back the $20, and then there's still like a gap of like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Like you can't just keep coming back. Second option, credit limit. They treat you like a credit card. May as well treat them like a credit company. You gonna charge your mother interest? Let's see how that goes.
Yeah, I was thinking that too. It's like you're gonna charge interest.
Mama, give me back my money or you owe. I'm breaking your kneecaps.
It's
You'd be
just an
surprised.
auto deposit.
Jesus Christ. Third option. I can't be your bank. It's too much work to get paid back, and you act like I'm rude for wanting to be paid back. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I think we're done with
All
that.
right.
We're
Yeah.
gonna-
Next story.
So
next
we're
story.
gonna scroll. Reddit, load your
Wow.
thing quicker. Also, I guess we can end the poll. The poll says no, he's not the asshole, so it's good.
Well, 33% said yes, and I'm wondering why. I would love to know.
Yeah, but you remember Tyrone's in here. Sometimes Tyrone likes to be a contrarian because he thinks it's funny.
Oh, okay.
So it's like it could literally be just because of that.
Wow.
How did I end up on the same one? Jesus Christ.
I know the same one. I was like, did we just read that? That's funny.
31-year-old girlfriend's 16-year-old sister drank an entire bottle of alcohol in the middle of the night, and I stopped her from going to what?
What?
31-year-old girlfriend's 16-year-old sister drank an entire bottle of alcohol in the middle of the night, and I stopped her from going to go get help. Why would you need help?
Wait, no, but it said from going to help. Going to help what?
Fine. This one, it's such a weird one. I don't mind. You want to read it, or can you? I don't know if you can read it easily. Like,
Yeah, I can read it.
Okay.
Okay.
oh, let me go here.
Here we go. All right. I'm 32 and I lost my driver's license due to poor decision making, which I accept responsibility for. I learned my lesson and luckily no one got killed or hurt. Fast forward, my girlfriend is staying at my house 2-hour drive away from home. She knocks back a few drinks and is known to not be the most focused when she panics while driving. 3 a.m. comes around, her mom calls and tells her that she's taking her little sister to the hospital because she drank an entire bottle of booze. She panics and wants to drive back immediately. I once witnessed her almost sideswipe another car when she was stressed out. Plus, I had gone through the headache of losing my license. Plus, who knows what could have gone wrong. I stopped her from leaving until she calmed down and checked her blood alcohol. I have a breathalyzer. I made her sit back for 20 minutes and take a test and would have driven her myself if I could have. To this day, she claims that I'm an asshole because I didn't care if her sister was going to die, which she didn't. I was worried she was going to hurt herself or someone else. She ended up being okay to drive, and I got her to calm down first. Everything turned out fine, but 2 years later, she still holds it against me for not caring about her family. Was I wrong? This story was so confusing.
It's
Uncle.
It's kind of wild, actually. This is
It actually is.
So our main character here is not good because they lost their license either. But like, It's been 2 years, bro. Are we holding a grudge for something that
For
didn't?
this long? Yeah.
It's been well. Okay, I guess. All right. First off, let's go with it. Was it worth getting mad at them about in the first place? Let's go with that.
So like, okay, was it worth for like
The girlfriend to get
poster?
mad. If the girlfriend to get mad at the boyfriend for like not letting them leave at 3 o'clock in the morning to take a
Well-
2-hour drive to get to the hospital to check on their sister because she drank a bottle of alcohol.
Honestly, I
here-
think given the history, I think the boyfriend's in the right a little bit. You know, because like if it was the worst thing, they could have just called an ambulance, but it wasn't to the point where they needed to. If that makes any sense.
Well, if I'm going off the age that they say in the title, which is 16, which I'm assuming the little sister is 16.
Yeah.
Drinking a whole bottle of alcohol as a 16-year-old isn't really the worst thing in the world. The most that would do is get you drunk, unless you drunk some insanely strong alcohol. Like I don't think you can get alcohol poisoning from one bottle of liquor. You can get drunk, but I don't think you can get like alcohol poisoning.
Like, I feel like I need more context in terms of what the sister's like symptoms were too. Like, if she was like unconscious, then I'd be like, okay, yeah, like you have no choice there. Like you have to, right? Like the longer you wait, the worse it's gonna get. But like, if she was just like, I don't know, like
Drunk.
if she was, yeah, yeah, for lack of better words, if she was just drunk, then it's like, well, I mean, that's gonna happen. Like, what to do? But again, like, there's other methods of getting your sister to the hospital if you feel like you can't focus while driving, if that makes any sense.
Well, my other problem
But-
is that it's 3 o'clock in the morning, and you're drunk, and it's a 2-hour drive back to where she lives. So,
Yeah.
so you're not even gonna get there in like a timely manner. You're gonna get there at best at 5 a.m.
Yeah, exactly. So like, I don't think the boyfriend's wrong here, to be honest.
No, I don't either. Also, Donnie, what?
Donnie, what are we doing?
I feel like
The age of 5?
I feel like
That's not juice. What are we doing? It's the color of apple juice, but that's not it. What are you doing?
I mean, they're 5 years old. I don't think Donnie would have known as a child that was alcohol.
Oh,
Did you know what alcohol was
tastes
at
like
5 years
apple.
old?
no.
Did you
That
ever?
was all juice. Everything was juice. It wasn't juice. It was...
Did you ever have any? Did you ever? I don't know if you either had or knew anyone who had grandparents who, when they to put babies to sleep, they took like they stuck.
Oh,
the-
yeah. Yeah.
Does that mean I'm being drugged by my grandparents at a young age?
No, they just want you to stop crying, and they think it's soothing for them. So,
Oh no. Oh no, that's terrible. It's called "Let Them
yeah.
Drink to Not Like It." Nah, buddy. I don't.
No, it
I've
don't
never
work like
drunk.
that.
I've never drunk alcohol. You know, that was because I also saw a bunch of family members die from it. So, you know,
oh,
that's just as good of therapy. I mean, granted, it's still like fear tactics, but you know, it is what it is. The French do it. No,
the French do it.
and how is that even like a good thing? A whole nother culture of people do it. You mean the
You were
ones who
given beer as a kid, Omar.
You mean-
Hello, Omar.
you think
Happy New Year.
listen, the French are also known for getting drunk anyway because they drink a bunch of wine. So I don't know if that's
Oh.
really.
Like even like Italians too. Like they'll have like I think they start out with, like their kids like young too,
And this is why
because
I'm
they'll like
glad.
have it with meals.
And this is why I'm glad Polly wasn't here tonight because that'd be some shit.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Well, I don't know. If I'm pretty sure that's true, but like if it's not true, correct me, please.
I know it's probably true, but like
Yeah.
I had to explain to Polly because Polly's Italian, so the first thing would be like, so how was your childhood?
When did you start drinking?
The irony is, in our group, Polly drinks probably the most anyway. Well, no, yeah, she does. Because I don't drink. I don't drink. I know Richie and Tyrone drink occasionally. Polly drinks. I don't think. Who else? I know TSS doesn't drink.
That's a
I don't know, Nessa. Do you drink? We've never even had this. I've never been around Nessa where alcohol was involved, which is
I think she said occasionally, but I could be wrong on that.
I mean, I think I realize I'm the weird adult for not drinking at all, but like most
Oh no,
adults.
it's okay. I don't either, so it's fine. Like I'll have sips of things here and there, like, but like I'm just like it's okay. I'm fine. Like I'll just.
So what do you? Wait. Here's my question. What happens to the rest of the drink afterwards?
It's someone else's. I'll just take it.
What? So are you just taking some of these wine glasses and being like and licking and just like sipping the rim and being like I'm out. Like what?
Yeah, I did that to my dad the other day. He was drinking wine because we're eating pasta, and I was like, "Can I have some?" And he's like, "Here." And I just took a sip. And I'm like, "Thanks." And I went back to drinking my water. Like,
Listen.
that's it.
You're just like it tastes like grapes, and then just say fuck it. No, where's my fucking filtered water at?
Where's
Like
my filtered water? I mean, you drink Dasani. You could say you drink, honestly. Like,
that's not the same thing. That's not the same. We're not gonna sit here and claim that's the exact same thing. I only drink while on vacation for the most part. That being said, if it's not water, I'm only drinking alcohol on vacation.
Damn.
I drink on Fridays and Saturdays, but not on Sundays. Thank God, boom.
Wow.
Thank God we don't drink on Sundays. I think people think that Sunday's the day you're supposed to be good. The problem is if you out here like killing people on Saturday, I don't think Jesus is like.
I don't think it matters on Sunday.
Yeah, I don't think Jesus is like, damn, thank God you came in on the day. I saw them dead bodies last night, but thank God you stopped at 12 a.m. Jesus Christ. They praise me. Like,
Oh my God.
it's fucking terrible. But nah, realistically, it's 3 o'clock in the morning. You shouldn't be driving anyway. Also means you've been up all night. Bitch, who out here driving at 3 o'clock in the morning inebriated? Because realistically,
Also,
you run the risk
like-
of killing yourself. If you were talking like a 5-minute drive to your mom's house, I can see you risking that. You're talking about 2 hours. You're talking about 2 hours on the road. Mm-mm.
And she's like panicking too. And like if the history that's been stated here is that like the boyfriend, I guess, like witnessed like her almost like sideswiping another car when she was stressed out. Like, dude, like, do you want one person to go to the hospital or two? Like you gotta ask yourself that question. That's the most important question there.
And realistically, he said 2 years later, so that means you stayed with him for 2 years. So obviously, this wasn't that big of a deal.
You know what? I didn't think of that. That's a good point.
If you really thought your boyfriend didn't care about your family and you stayed with him for 2 more years after the fact, I think you're fucking lying.
Yeah, just a little bit, you know.
That's being like, it's like, listen, it's like, honey, I really don't think you care about me. That was like 16 years ago. I just think you didn't care about my sister. You mean the one who's sitting right across from you right now? Hi.
Hi. Hi.
she's
I'm
like
18 now.
I still legally can't drink, but you know.
I know. Well,
You know.
I legally, yeah.
Your boyfriend let me borrow his breathalyzer, so I'm good.
I'm good.
That's my issue. You can't fucking bring this up as if like you stayed with him, so you obviously didn't even think this was a big enough deal to break up with him over. Even though supposedly you think he doesn't care about her family.
Yeah.
Imagine saying your boyfriend don't care about your family but staying with him. That's a wild
Well, for
statement.
like 2 years too. So like.
Yeah, the 2 years later is what makes it worse. I'm like, I think she's bullshit. I think she's just being petty.
Yeah.
I think at this
Also,
point,
like-
it's not that deep, but like, I'm gonna fuck with my boyfriend kind of mentality.
And if he's 32 as well, like I'm assuming like the girlfriend's probably like around the same age like group and stuff. So like even then, like why are we still holding grudges at this age? Like why? Like I feel like that's like kind of immature also. Low key.
Maybe
Just
he
low
like.
key.
Hey, listen, maybe he likes that about her. Just not enough to like. That's why he got on Reddit instead of getting, telling her to her face.
Yeah. That's a good point. That's a good point too. There you go.
You don't realize the psychology of getting on Reddit and posting about this shit usually means that you feel either insecure or not confident in how you feel. Also, after 2 years being told that like you don't care about her, you're almost low-key getting gaslit into thinking you're a bad person. So like sometimes people get on Reddit literally for the validation. Like, am I really a shitty person? You're not,
Yeah.
but like You might need to think about who you dating because it's kind of ridiculous.
Yeah,
And
that's
this is
true.
like people
Actually,
people at any age.
yeah,
That's true. I know old people who
that's
are a
true,
piece of shit.
Nessa.
I've never wanted to swing on
Yeah.
I never wanted to swing on a 67-year-old until like the last 3 months, and it was terrible.
Damn.
Old people are mean. You know the
Yeah,
worst.
that's a good point.
You know the worst people who are jerks. It's like children and like old people. The two people you probably shouldn't hit, but like you low key want to.
Well, I mean, like, both of them don't have filters, so that's probably why.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it's different. It also depends on the gender. I don't think I can get away with swinging on a girl in any age. That doesn't mean I don't want to. I just realistically I know that that's not something you should probably do.
It's not a good idea.
But
I mean, don't swing in general, to be honest. Because, like, use your words, you know?
I mean, you've never wanted
And
to hit.
also, don't go to jail. So that's another thing.
Well, no, listen. It depends on
What? You're going to argue that don't go to jail? What the
No. I'm saying, all right, listen. I think it depends on how hard I swing. If I don't swing like, I need to swing hard enough that they fall, but not like hard enough where they're like damaged. Like,
Oh, so you like, so not a home run, but like maybe like a first base.
yeah, you don't. I feel like that's not the thing we should do. I feel like.
Hey, bada swing, bro.
Oh my god! Also, I like Studio's thing: equal rights, equal lefts. Exactly.
Oh my god.
If you got the nerve to say some wild shit, then you got the nerve to take this hit real quick in the chest. But not like in the chest because then it's harassment. So like just
Nah, don't hit people. You know, there's better words. There's better ways. Like you know how cool it is. You can use your words and you can get a person to stay silent. You're like, damn, I did that. You know,
Are
they,
you-
like
are you well known for doing this? Out of curiosity?
no. I've done it once in my life.
Have you?
Yeah.
I feel like you
I
fist.
mean, sometimes you have to argue your points, right? Like,
well, yeah,
and like,
but,
and the thing is, though, if you have like such a good argument that like the person just standing there like speechless because they don't know what to say, like that's a good feeling because it's like, damn, like I got my points across and you can't argue back because you know I'm right. That's better.
because I'm
better, Mike.
because I'm better than you.
Exactly.
We just can't walk. We can't walk around with a sense of superiority. That's the problem. Okay, listen. We're going to the next one because I realize we're like almost an hour in and we've literally only done two of
Really?
these. Yeah, it's
Oh
like
my God.
It's
All
been,
right,
it's
yeah,
been,
yeah,
it's
okay,
been
let's
like
go.
it's been like 52 minutes. It's
Damn.
it's pretty bad.
Wow.
I knew
We're
this.
entertaining.
This was just ridiculous to me. For entering the same room as my husband.
What? Okay.
That one's such a. But see, then they wrote not the a-hole. I don't want the spoiler at the bottom.
Yeah, it's spoiling.
I don't even know why this is here. For semi uninviting a 9-year-old
Nine-year-old
niece
niece?
from a theme park trip. I don't know. We're gonna scroll down a little more.
Scroll, yeah.
I want something a little bit ridiculous. I want something that's more like in the middle.
Filing for full custody?
No, I already know where this is gonna go. Damn it!
Let's see. For causing a flight delay?
Wait, where?
Oh, right there. Yeah, right there. Am I the asshole for causing a flight delay?
Fine. Was on a full flight today to
short.
Florida. As I go to sit down in my seat, I saw what looked like a dry puddle of fresh vomit on the side of the floor. I pulled the tray down and found even more dry vomit. I was going to stick it out, but the smell was unbearable. I politely let the flight attendant know, and she ended up switching me to a different seat and asking the guy who was originally in that seat to move to mine. She called for a cleaner to come abroad and clean up the vomit. We eventually departed 10 to 20 minutes after the whole ordeal, but I heard there were a couple people calling me high maintenance and shooting flares at me. I guess it meant glares for delaying the flight. The man sitting next to me told me that I could have waited until we took off and then asked to switch seats. I digress. Am I the asshole? I don't think I am, but now I'm second guessing myself. I'm a little disappointed because this is literally like pretty cut and dry to me.
Yeah, I know. It's like, no.
I mean, there's vomit next to you in the plane. Are you telling me you couldn't stick it out for 2 hours?
Absolutely not. No.
Also, we don't even know. We don't know. I don't even know how long the flight was. That's my other issue. Like, how long was?
Yeah, right. Like they said, they're on their way to Florida. Where do they live?
Yeah,
like,
if that's a 2-hour flight, if that's more than an hour flight, then yeah, no, I'm not sticking that shit out.
I'm not. Regardless, like I feel like you pay for a plane ticket, you know, and then also like what if you get sick? You know, is it worth it then? Then my whole trip is. My whole trip to Disneyland is screwed.
What's Mickey Mouse gonna say? I smell like puke. He's gonna be like, oh, I'm not touching that. I'm not touching that. maybe you should have gone to the showers first, kiddo. That would have been like, I would have been like, if you ruin my first meeting with Mickey Mouse, I swear to God.
Oh my God.
Delta Airlines, I will sue you. Like, what the fuck?
All I imagine is Mickey with like the big Mickey glove, right? And just slaps you across the face, like, get out of here.
My question is, he slaps you?
Yeah, with the Mickey hand.
Does the glove squeak when he hits you with it?
Yes.
Or does it make a tiger? So
Oh my God. Oh my God. But yeah, like no, like I'm not. No, they can wait. People can wait. My goodness. Like, let's be honest. Like, planes are never on time, or like they're never gonna leave on time, or like there's always gonna be something. At least from the planes I've been on. So I don't know about you guys.
yeah, I don't. I would. Unfortunately, I'm the kind of guy. So I've learned this, and I've learned this especially about married couples. Apparently, men tolerate a lot more like shitty situations. So what it ends up happening is the wife is the one who's like, "Excuse me." It's kind of like when you go to a restaurant. Let's say a guy's meal is like slightly misordered. The wife will notice immediately and be like, "Excuse me, this is not what my husband ordered." It'd be the same thing.
Yeah.
People always ask like, "What's the advantage of being in a relationship?" Like, listen, the guys handle bullshit that they don't want to deal with, but the woman will like make a big deal out of small inconveniences for the sake of being convenienced. And the guy's like, "That's why I married her. I like
That's
that."
what I married her, bro. It balances.
He'd be like, "There's vomit on the seat. I love her."
Yeah, I love her.
All right, we're not gonna go through the poll conversation because that was I need some.
That was kind of dumb. Yeah, I need something. Oh, there's one. I mean, it's like kind of like it's a spoiler, but why are they? I mean, how bad is it?
Fine.
The asshole for asking the mother to stop name dropping some of the famous people.
That one. That's one I don't even want to. I don't even care enough.
Yeah. Okay, let's see. Am I the asshole for not taking care of my niece?
I don't want to.
Am I the asshole for asking my sibling to move the wedding date?
Am I the asshole for not inviting my brother to my wedding? I want something a little more like messy.
I want some tea. Yeah. I want the tea so I can spill it. Where is it?
Sorry, hold on. We're going. I'm a speed. Go down here. Am I the asshole for demanding my girlfriend pay half the? Can we get out? I think we need to get out of the money one. The money one's a dangerous position.
The money one's. Yeah. Am I the asshole for still wanting to hang out with my friend's ex's friend? No, that's so confusing.
No, we're not doing that.
Am I the asshole for not giving my stepmother my hair? What?
No, the spoiler's there too. That really didn't help me. Will I be the asshole if I refuse to drive my sister, resulting in her not being able to visit often because she doesn't have? Oh, wait, no. What? I feel like this is like a variation of what we've already seen.
Yeah, right. I know. We keep getting driving and money ones.
For calling out my boyfriend when he was exchanging socials with a girl at a bar when I was at home.
Oh.
I'm gonna let Emmy read this one then.
Okay.
Because women.
All right. Yeah. All right. Here goes. All right.
Hold on, let me.
Oh boy. Okay. Let's see.
There you go.
I had COVID a few summers ago, and it was legit the worst experience of my life and a traumatizing one. Oh, poor thing. That was the sickest I have ever been. So I had been dating someone for a few years, and we went long distance about a year before this happened, and 2 months before things just really weren't working oh, wait, what? Before before this things just weren't working. Okay, what? So we decided to go on a non-exclusive break. Anyway, so I get super sick, and he gets the next flight out, flying across the country to come take care of me. While he was there, he went out to a bar with my roommates to have a few drinks, which I was totally okay with. I now find out that he was exchanging socials with a girl who was there and recently liked one of her bikini pictures. This was a whole separate issue that I confronted him about too, and he's liked multiple girls' bikini pictures, even while we were dating, and after I confronted him, he said he won't anymore. We've since gone back together. Why? I'm considering ending things, because the way I see it is that while I was going through the worst illness of my life, he was out at some bar exchanging socials with some girl, and then I think about how sweet it was of him to fly across the country to take care of me while I was sick, and the fact that we were on a non-exclusive break at the time. Am I the asshole for being mad at thinking about ending things? For context, this is not the first incident, as he has had a history of disrespecting boundaries, taking actions that are disrespectful to our relationship, and seeking attention from other women. We've been talking and seriously thinking about getting back together, and now I'm really doubting whether I want to because I feel so hurt and disrespected. I feel disrespected reading this. Oh my gosh. My girl. Leave. Leave. Why did we go back? That's what I want to know. You could have got on a plane and left. Damn. What are we doing?
Yeah.
What are we doing? That's what I want to know. Is this not okay? This has to be obvious, right?
I want you to go through your process. I'm gonna let you get first shot at it.
Where do I begin? All right, so let's go back to the beginning. All right, because I have to process some things first. All right. So so she had COVID. All right, so like that's the first couple days, which like I'm so sorry. That's awful. All right, okay. And so she was dating someone before this happened, and they went long distance. All right. So then 2 months before I guess she got COVID, things weren't working out. So then they took a break, and then he was just like, nah, bruh. No, I'll come take care of you. So then he did that. But then he also didn't do that because he then decided to go out to a bar. So he really wasn't taking care of her. And then, like, he was like, nah, man, I don't got a girlfriend because, we're on break. So it's fine. So then he was like, all right, let me talk to this girl. She seems cool. And then, you're liking the photos, which, like, the photos thing, I'm like, but it's, like, exclusively bikini photos. So I'm just like, I don't know how I feel about that. But then after that, the problem is that they still got back together, which I'm just like, but why? If you saw these red flags there, then like, you'll leave and you don't look back. If anything, focus on your recovery. I think that's the most things to like focus on right then and there, right? But then they got back together. And then she found out about like, him exchanging socials. So he wasn't even honest about that. She found that out from probably something else because it didn't specify that he told her about it. But then she's like, oh, like how nice of him was it to like for him to like fly and come take care of. Did he actually take care of you though?
Oh wow.
Like, did he actually though? I don't know about that. And like even though she was okay with him like going out and stuff, like yeah, that's fine. Like you can go out, but like you're being disrespected in the background, and then he's not being honest with you about it. So like. No, hun, you're not the asshole for like thinking about ending things. If anything, like, why did you continue them? Like, what was the purpose of this? Like, the problem is like this guy doesn't think that this person doesn't think they're doing anything wrong, so they're gonna keep disrespecting your boundaries, and especially if like they're saying too that they have a history of disrespecting boundaries, taking actions that are disrespectful to their relationships, and then seeking attention from other women. You got a woman, but clearly. You don't care, because you want attention from the other women, so you don't even have so you have commitment issues too. So I don't know what we're doing. What are we doing?
Yeah.
It's like I don't know if you've seen those videos with like it's just like a situation, right? And there's so many red flags there, and then they'll cut to this guy just like running around with a red flag. Like I don't know if you've seen saying that, but like that's literally me. I'm just with the red flag running, just being like, go, leave, run,
Oh
get
no.
the next flight out.
Oh no.
That's
Okay.
my thoughts.
Okay. So to give my perspective, because I'm gonna assume she's telling the truth on certain things. But so the COVID thing, they decided to be on a non-exclusive break, which I never think is necessarily the smartest thing to do in a relationship. Like, listen, if y'all having these issues, just break the fuck up.
Break up.
This is like the well, I kind of still care about you, but you're a fucking piece of shit. But
It's like no.
like just fucking just take the L and just like we're good.
Yeah.
Long distance is hard, and if you're not willing to put the effort in, don't even worry about it. I do think it's a big deal that he did fly out because most people wouldn't fucking just do that at a drop of a hat. You don't
Yeah,
do.
but like, what if like the plane ride was like half an hour?
We don't. First off, then bitch, you should have drove. The fuck, the fuck you out here
What if
taking
it was like an hour? Like
an hour. An hour is still. Oh, it's still a money investment because that means no matter what time it was, you got a flight out. Like.
yeah, fine.
And it was a immediate flight. So I don't want to act like he didn't care. Okay, there was obviously some care in there. As far as the bar situation is concerned, so if you give him okays to go to the bar, which realistically should have been,
shouldn't have.
You probably shouldn't have because it would have been a trap anyway. The issue with the exchanging of socials. And this is what happens when you put yourself in this whole break thing. If I'm in a non-exclusive break, technically there's nothing wrong with what he did in that context.
Oh hell no.
Listen.
Okay, I'll listen. Go on.
Listen. A non-exclusive break means that we still care about each other and we're still fucking with each other, but we've essentially become a friends with benefits relationship. Even though I'll be real with you, he's low-key doing boyfriend things because I don't think any friends with benefits would fly across the country to come take care of her. Okay.
Is this what the kids call a situationship?
Kind of. That's essentially what.
No.
She downgraded the relationship from a serious one to a situationship. So technically, her getting mad at him for exchanging socials with a girl. This isn't even talking about dating with her, just socials. Isn't intrinsically a problem, okay? In the context of what she allowed, that is not an issue to exchange socials, okay? Especially because he doesn't say anything about. Well, he says something about him having a history of like disrespecting him. But my question is, did that happen before or after? Like, are you talking? Like, are they talking about? Because that could have been those events that led to them like being on a non-exclusive break in the first place. In which case, this is actually perfectly in line with his character, which. Still says a lot about her for putting up with it if she really doesn't care for it. The bikini picture situations. So I know women and men have a different thought process when it comes to bikini pictures. My issue is this. I should be allowed to like pictures of other girls as long as it's not on some... I don't think the picture thing's that deep, but I know a lot of women do think the picture thing is that deep. For me, it never made sense for women to get as angry as they get about you liking. Why are you liking bikini pictures? I think like the conversation is, women don't stop being attracted to you just because I got a girlfriend. Like, that's not how this fucking works. Like, the idea, I think our argument is that well, we're together, so you shouldn't be liking any bikini pictures. What? I never agree with that thought process personally. Now, as long as you ain't obsessing and ain't on some weird, like, downloading picture shit, then I don't see the big deal. If you just like a photo and keep scrolling, whatever.
Yeah, okay, so that's where that's why I'm confused about the picture thing, too, because it's like, okay, like, how, like, is it just, if it's a pattern, then I can be like, okay, that's kind of weird, because it's just those photos. But if it's just like, yeah, like what you said, like it and keep scrolling kind of thing, then it's like, okay, it's like, there's no thought put into it. It's kind of just like, you're just pressing a button and then moving on.
Well, yeah. Like, I never thought it was that deep, but I know women view the whole liking another girl's photos. But I'm like, but that's also implying that girls don't like guys' photos. Like, is the same rule apply? Like, if you're in a relationship, you can't like a guy's, like, photos if he's attractive. Or I guess the equivalent would be like his bikini pictures. But see, girls take more bikini pictures than guys do. It's like I just don't think it's a big deal personally. Then they got back together, and then she considered ending things because I feel like and my question is, was that the only infraction that he just went out at a bar that you said he was okay with going out to, and he exchanged socials from the girl? Also, like, that's why you don't say you're on a break. When you say you're on a break, it's kind of hard to get. I'm like, you should have said we were on a break if you were still gonna get mad about that kind of stuff.
Yeah, you know what? Okay, you know what? I agree with that too because like I feel like the biggest issue from this is like no one knows what the priority is. Like I don't think this girl knows what she wants, and also like she needs to figure out what she wants because like even in the second paragraph, it is very much just going against the first paragraph in total because it's like like she was going through the worst illness of her life, but then he went out to some bar exchanging socials with some girls. But then you like you said, you gave him permission to go out. Like, yes,
Yeah.
it's wrong on him to like exchange the socials with some girl, but then also like, why are you guys on a break? And then also, why are you guys together? And also, what do you want? Do you want a serious relationship? Because clearly, this is not it.
Well, I always equate the time and money spent. Like,
I think everyone's the asshole.
if I my thing is, if I spend this money to come see you to take care of you, I do that, and then I go to a bar, and your only issue against me in that whole trip was the fact that I exchanged socials, because she never says that he didn't take care of her. She only says that he exchanged the socials with a girl.
Well, she also didn't say that he took care of her. He just said that he flew out and then went to some bar. So like, what if he actually just came and you're just like, oh yeah, hey, what's up? And it's like, oh, cool, you have roommates? Cool. All right, I'm gonna go.
Well, I don't know. Usually when women are angry about something, they have a tendency of putting it out there. So the fact that she didn't go, he didn't even take care of me, like that would have been an easy sell if she really wanted to push it. But the fact that she didn't say that tells me he at least did enough for her to where she wasn't angry about it. She still looks at it fondly. The fact that she mentions, well, it was really sweet that he came out to take care of me. So that tells me he probably took care of her. So it's a combination of things.
Mm-hmm.
I agree with the fact that she doesn't know what she wants. If she knew what she wants, then she wouldn't have even accepted the break. It would have been like, we're just not getting back together.
Yeah.
Actually, they got back together afterwards because she goes, we've since gotten back together.
Yeah, so that's why I'm like, no one knows what they want. Like, the guy sucks, and then the girl just doesn't know what she wants. That's pretty much it.
The girl gave him an out and then got mad when he took it. That's what it feels like to me.
Yeah.
You can't, like, and that's not fair to me. Like, if you tell me it's okay for me to go out and then get mad that I went out, then I'm like, why'd you... That tells me the woman...
Why'd you tell me to go out?
Well, because
like, also, then, like, they're... Okay, so that's what I'm saying, too. Like, I think that's where, like, the break thing, it becomes so confusing, because it's like, what are you allowed and what are you not allowed to do during a break?
That's why I don't like the idea of a break, because because there's no...
Yeah, you know what? I agree with what Donnie said. I really wonder what the comments have to say on this one. Also, what do you guys think as well? Like,
I'm putting the poll. I'm putting the poll here. I imagine fellow women would probably agree with her that she isn't the asshole, whereas guys would be like,
I think both of them are.
I think they are for different.
Sucks.
Well, I think they are. I think it depends. I think in the context of their relationship, I would say it's more on her for being indecisive. Why is I click, is she the asshole? And immediately I get a yes. Like the first vote on the poll was a yes. Y'all.
Yeah, but guys, if you vote to, also let us know why. Like, why you think like each.
Yeah, you put it. Yeah,
yes,
put it in the. Put it in the comments.
If you think no, let us know why.
I don't really, because I'll be really. I don't know if I call her an asshole. I think she's just not consistent.
Decisive. Yeah.
Yeah, she's not decisive. You can't get, like, you put him in a position where he shouldn't have gotten in trouble, but you low-key still blame him for it, which tells me you shouldn't have even put him in that position in the first place.
Yeah.
If you didn't put him in that position, because now, in the context of the conversation they had, he's not really the asshole in that situation because you gave him the out, other than the saying he had an issue. But what makes him the asshole is the fact that like he had a history of doing this. So it goes back to Emmy, your point. Why are you still with him if he had a history of doing it and you didn't like it then? Especially because it probably was those incidents that led to y'all being on a break in the first place.
Yeah.
Fuck it, because I'll be real with you. In the context of this, I low key think she kind of is the asshole only because she's not decisive. But let's see. That's the bot. Hold on. So you're on a break and you're mad.
This is so stupid.
Jesus Christ.
Can I read this? Oh my god. So you were on a break and you're mad he liked a pic. I'm gonna get downvoted, but you're the asshole. This is so stupid. Following someone on Instagram or some other social isn't cheating, and you were on a break. Being made about liking pics is just it's so insecure. It's a pic. It's not like he was sexting her. And you're not exclusive? Like, what even is this? How are you on a non-exclusive break and still mad he got a girl's info? Thinking about getting back together? So you're not even together? And you're mad he's got a girl's info? That's not how any of this work. You're either exclusive or you're not. It can't be both. I don't know what that means.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Does anyone know what FFS means?
What does that mean?
I almost want to be like, fuck this shit, but that don't sound right. Yeah, I don't know what FFS is. That's the first time I've seen that. We can't tell you whether or not to break up with your boyfriend. Especially when it doesn't even seem like they're together. Non-exclusive break. Is that the same guy? Is that the... he wrote his comment, then scrolled down, was like...
Then wrote another comment.
He's like, what the fuck? He's like, getting back together would imply they're not together, right? You're the asshole. Non-exclusive means non-exclusive. I don't think that should have mattered in your consideration. Everything else sounds mixed to me. Some good things, some bad things.
Some bad things.
In the end, listen to your gut. You're the asshole. Non-exclusive break is just code words for do whatever you want. I'm going to be mad about it anyway. You are clearly holding on to the scraps of a non-functional relationship. You keep listing reasons for ending the relationship, but are mad that things are done outside of it. He's into you, but that's just the first requirement. He has to make both of you happy. Being cruel and disrespectful, and anyone who plays the edge of cheating is cheating or will. Grow up and rip the Band-Aid off and work on your relationship skills with a better match.
Yes, I like that. Upvote that.
This one's tricky, as it sounds like you were just doing the long distance non-monogamy, which implies that if he's in town with you, he's gonna make you. He'll prioritize you over other girlies. But on the other hand, you guys aren't doing monogamy, and you were probably too sick to smash.
Oh my god!
You should have been more clear about stipulating the rules of non-monogamy. If you don't tell him that's not okay for him to come up and fuck your neighbors, it's not cheating because you failed to lay down the rules in the first place. However, I do think it was shitty of him to come all the way up to support you and then trying to line up a little dick wedding when you were too sick to do so. My verdict is I'm guessing, is that everyone's...
That's what I said. Not this entire thing, but yeah, everyone sucks, bro.
FFS
loves the word monogamy.
FFS is for fuck's sake.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Thank you, Studio.
I think it's up to you if you love him enough to continue the relationship, but I think an apology from both of you would be enough to fix. I mean, all he did was travel all the way for you. It's not like he traveled all the way for another woman. Love is pretty versatile. I personally don't do monogamy, and I've always been with the love of my life in 6 years now.
Aww.
I think you guys want is non-monogamy unless you're within a certain distance of each other. That's fine to want, but you should tell him, which I guess makes sense.
This person used monogamy like 12 times.
People forget to do it. We're on a break, LOL. Sorry, that just reminded me of a friend saying, nah, you were on a break. Maybe he thought that it was not a big deal because maybe to him, he thought you guys were done. Either way, that's what happens when you go on a break. It's always confusing what's acceptable or not. You should have just ended things that way. You don't have to get all freaked out because the other is moving on with their life. You're the asshole. Your post is confusing, but this is what I'm getting. Him flying out to help you didn't reboot your relationship. He went to a bar with his friends as a single man. He made a new female friend as a single man. He liked some of the pictures as a single man. He did like some pictures while you were dating, but you confronted the problem. It's been at least a few years and you were still hurt over what exactly? Seems like you're leading the dude on. Get over it or don't. But in the case, stop wasting his time.
I think you're just both wasting each other's
I
time.
like how this has become way more. I'm curious, do you post such pics? You're the asshole.
Oh, damn.
Yo! You were on a non-exclusive break, meaning he could go talk to other people, including exchanging socials and liking bikini pics. You're the asshole. See, right now this is way more like.
Yeah, this is more. I like this. This is more divided. Like some people.
Really, I'm getting a lot more. You're the assholes than I'm.
No. Like what I mean is like either like you're the asshole or it's like everyone sucks. That's what I mean.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sounds about right. You can't claim exclusivity of a relationship when it suits you and then be on break when it doesn't. To paraphrase the wise Mr. Miyagi, do relationship, yes. Safe. Do relationship, no. Safe. Do relationship, sort of. Squish, just like grape.
That's amazing.
No, I've never posted bikini pics, which is why it stings a little bit more. Also, for me, it was hurtful that while I was at home in pain, his attention was elsewhere. I know that non-exclusivity is a factor, etc. But that to me doesn't really change priorities and respect for someone.
But you gave him permission.
Anyways, so I get super sick and he gets on the next flight out, flying across the country to come take care of me. He obviously still cares for you still. Non-exclusivity is a factor, but to me it doesn't really change the priorities and respect for someone. But it does change the expectation you may reasonably have of him in regard to exclusivity. It's right there in the name of it. You said, I now have to find out he was exchanging socials with a girl. So he didn't do it in front of you or rub your nose in it, in the idea of him connecting with another woman. You now learned of what he did while he was single and are judging him as if he was bound to exclusivity then too. Get over it or dump him. Yeah, it's about what I expected. It's a lot of like, either make the decision and break up or fucking like, don't blame him for shit that you gave him a pass to do, essentially. I think people say going on a break because they haven't made up their mind.
Yeah.
That's to me, that's the premise when you say, let's go on a break. You're saying go on a break because you still kind of
time to think.
You still mess with me, but not like in a way that's like locked in.
Yeah.
And so as a result, you're trying to make up your mind while also having me like in a position where I can't necessarily date anybody.
Yeah, I agree with that.
That's why the break thing was never like a smart thing to do. Either we're dating or we're not.
Yeah.
Going on break implies that like I want you to still be around in case I realize I love you. But like don't think that we're not together. Like
oh, so this is like this is definitely like a situationship. Oh god.
That's exactly what it is. I knew that was what it was because my brain was like, this sounds literally like I don't want to lose you, but like I don't like you as much as I did to begin with.
See, like my brain just went on a roller coaster because I was like, wait, what? Like for me, like it's better. Like for me, like listening to the story helps a little bit better because when I read it, I don't process things right away. So I'm like, what just happened? It's like this is so confusing. That was the first thing that popped into my mind with this story is like how confusing it was because this girl can't make up her mind. I think that was the first thing I said. I was like, what are we doing? Like, what do we want? What do we want? Do you want a serious relationship or not? Because
I'm trying to figure it out, Emmy. Jeez.
Exactly. I don't know. Like, it's confusing.
I like him, but like, not all the way, because he liked the bikini picture. And I'm like...
Not all the way? Well, like, he flew all the way.
Yeah! That was uncalled for. That was a savage moment. Yeah, that one's. I think I will give. That's probably been the most interesting one. But yeah, I think it just boils down to either you're the asshole or everyone's a dickhead.
Yeah, I mean the guy's not a good person. Let's go off with that.
I don't want to say. First off, it's her perspective of him. We don't want to pretend like.
Yeah, that's a good point.
That's not a fair. I'm not going to judge a man off of a girl's opinion of him.
That's a good point.
If we did that, there are a lot of men who ain't shit apparently, according to a lot of women. All right. Hell, there are married men with their wives for like 20 years who apparently ain't shit because their ex-girlfriend didn't fucking like them. So
That's a good point. That's a good point too.
I will say she needs to be a lot more decisive.
Priorities.
And maybe he could have also made his claim in the relationship, be like, listen, I don't want to do this in between shit.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like that's why I said like also like everyone sucks, right? Because like they're in nowhere in this conversation or like nowhere in the story has she stated like what he thought of everything.
No, of course.
Right? Yeah.
But as far as the poll was concerned on YouTube, it looks like it resulted in 67% yes, looks like.
And then 33% no.
Yes.
Hey.
So now we scroll down and look for more assholes and non-assholes.
Okay.
We did relationships, we've done money. I'm trying to get something a little bit off kilter. Like some left field shit. The problem is you're digging in a haystack for one needle. And also all these have...
I think you could search by popularity too, right?
Well, I don't want to do that only because if I do that, I think a lot of the lower I go down, they've already like been determined like who's the asshole or not.
No. I mean sometimes I mean that's the thing though, like there might be some people that think yes and some people that
That's true. Wait, what the hell is that?
Oh, there's an everyone sucks, I think.
Bet. It's gonna be a weird one. Am I the asshole for taking my younger brother to get a piercing without approval? Let's see. My 19-year-old brother and me,
Yeah, so
No, the person's 19 and their brother's 15.
And the brother's 15. There you go.
Okay. And my brother 15 lives with his foster parents. Wow, you putting people's names out here? What y'all doing?
I know what we doing.
Gail and George Gail and George just got doxxed. That's crazy.
Damn.
Shit. He's been living with them for the past 10 years. And they've even gotten to the point where they've wanted to adopt him before he legally becomes an adult, but it's been a struggle. I do see him occasionally, although usually the time we spend together is overlooked by Gail. She's overprotective of Gene to a fault. God, you just putting these motherfuckers' names out here like crazy.
I know.
She acts as though he's 5, not 15, which is just overprotective mother syndrome. They just don't seem to understand that he's a teenager now, not a child who needs to be forced into conforming into their useless rules. He isn't allowed to dictate what he looks like. I once bought him a band t-shirt for what he asked for, and apparently it was confiscated for being too inappropriate. It was the Smiths t-shirt. Any sort of alternative aesthetic he tries to go for is shut down. He's not allowed to stay out with his friends past 8 p.m. And Gail seems to think that our relationship is unhealthy because we hug each other, and because he once fell asleep with his head on my lap. It was his birthday recently, and I took him to Manchester for it. At one point, we ended up going into Affleck's, and at the back of one of the shops is a piercing studio. As I had a fair bit of money on myself, I offered to pay for him to get a piercing. He ended up getting his lip done. We even bought him a clean retainer for when he has to go to school. His parents were not pleased, however, and Gene texted me about them getting very upset over it. Last time I came over to the place to see Gene, they started berating me for not asking their permission beforehand, saying that if he got an infection, his placement would have been jeopardized and that I had no right to make that call on allowing him to modify his body. Personally, I saw nothing wrong with it. I mean, he's old enough to decide if he wants to remove a piece of metal in his face or not. But now I'm curious what other people would think. So you're only the brother, and technically, and he hasn't even been. Y'all don't even live together because for 10 years he's been living with his foster parents.
Foster parents, yeah.
So since his brother was 5, he's been with his foster parents. They even got to the point where they wanted to adopt him, but it's obvious the parents are kind of overly strict / like overly protective.
Yeah.
My issue is that you were already on kind of thin ice with these people who would potentially become your, like, not parents, but like
Your step parents, I
your,
guess. in a way.
like step parents. Why in the world would you? If they already had issues with the alternative band stuff, you were buying it for shirts. Why would you think it was smart to give him a piercing? It almost felt like
You're like going against it,
you knew,
full
like,
well knowing.
or you just didn't care because the consequences of it really won't affect him as much because you don't live with him.
Yeah,
Like,
it's like it's just being inconsiderate.
I get that the parents are being overprotective. I can understand that.
Yeah, I get that too.
But the way you fix that problem isn't by fucking just doing shit because you feel like it's not a big deal.
Yeah, and then like the brother's getting in trouble for it too. So it's like,
Yeah, you screwed your brother because you knew you already, like, if to me it's like if he can't stay out past 8 o'clock, you can't build trust by fucking, like,
staying out past 8 o'clock.
or in this case going behind your potential foster parents' back and being like, I'm gonna give him a piercing because why the hell not?
The parents were right. Oni-chan is a baka.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
Oh my god! Studio chill. They sound like the foster parents are very conservative, more like Christian. Nessa, that's typecasting. We can't do that. You might be right. You can't do that, Nessa.
That might be right. You can't do that.
Well, they're liberals. What then?
Oh my god.
Then they're just fucking crazy.
Oh my gosh. I mean, like, the thing is too is like this brother's like he's a minor too, so like that doesn't help. Right? It's just like,
Yeah, technically,
dude,
I get he's a high schooler.
But he's still like an early high schooler too, so like
yeah, he's
still
probably
learning about himself too.
So, like, I recognize that the parents should be giving him more, like, leeway.
Yeah.
In terms of expressing himself, but that's something you need to earn. You don't just fucking. You did come late, Six Lenses. How dare you?
Hello.
I feel like I feel like he knew, like, the older brother should have known better. You already weren't on, like, high praise with these people. So why? So this, if anything, you just proved them right. That at a whim, you would go take your brother to do some shit you know damn well they wouldn't approve of. Because at the end of the day, if you ain't about to house him, then don't be making decisions.
Yeah. Like, the only thing I'll say, like, it's weird on the parents' end, it's like, oh, like, I think it said, like, and Gail seems to think that our relationship is unhealthy because we hug each other. And because he once fell asleep on my, like, with his head on my lap. Like, I don't think there's any problem with that. Like, that's the weird part on the parents' part, I guess. But everything else is just like, okay, like, at the end of the day, like, this kid is living under their roof and they have to follow their rules. And then also, like, you don't live there, so you kind of have to respect. It's like a friend, right? At the end of the day, it's kind of like that. You have to respect what their parents want, even if it's something you don't agree with. And then you also need to make sure that your friend's okay, because who's going to get in trouble at the end of the day? It's not going to be you. It's going to be their friend, right? So in this case, it's going to be his brother. And if you care about your brother, then I think you would have to just, like, look past the parents a little bit.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, the worst thing you're doing is just being like, you can't wear your t-shirts. Like,
Yeah. And I think a piercing is a bigger deal too.
Yeah, especially one that's like a lip piercing. If it was like if it was your ears pierced, I would have been like, it's a little bit more.
And like, he's in high school too, and I don't know how high schools are there.
Yeah, some high schools don't like that shit anyway.
Yeah, they might be strict against that, and they're like, "Oh, I'm sorry, you can't have that." And it's like, "Well, didn't know that. Now you have to get it removed." So it's like, ooh.
Also, Six Lenses, you're terrible. Bro, I ate Chinese and then fell asleep. And then you put a cat emoji. How fucking dare you, dog?
Oh my god.
This is terrible. Are we past these stereotypes?
Bruh.
Immediately finds the chicken emoji. No! Nah, but yeah, I would say that's mostly on the brother for being a dickhead.
Yeah. I think, I agree with that too. I think it's mainly on the
I'm
brother.
not saying the parents don't have a fault, but in terms of this particular situation, it's your fault, buddy. You shouldn't have done it. At the end of the day, they are his guardian. So Unless you about to pick up a mantle of being the fucking guardian, you don't get to dictate that. That's the way I look
Yep.
at it.
I agree with that too.
Donnie, why did you just have chicken emojis, Reggie? I'm so I didn't even know there were chicken emojis. I thought it was like a drumstick or something. They actually have chicken heads. Why are there chicken head emojis? Who the hell's like cockadoodle? Never mind.
Cockadoodle, damn it.
Everyone's the asshole. Personally, I saw nothing wrong with it. I mean, he's old enough to decide if he wants to remove a piece of metal in his face. You want to approve these calls, you adopt him.
Damn, bro. I mean, not wrong.
Once again, not to mention a piercing is a bigger deal than a t-shirt. Having overprotective parents suck. I know from experience, but it really is a risk.
Look at the next comment.
Being in the UK, it's also against school
There you go. See? There you go. Against the school uniform regulations. What did I say?
I don't want there you go. Fuck me up. I wasn't prepared for the there you go. There you go.
There you go.
Let me scroll down. Vindication. Yeah. Yeah. I knew it.
I knew it.
It's like that one guy that finds out aliens are real. I knew it.
I knew it.
It's fucking terrible.
Oh my god.
I don't understand this vote. The parents have looked at the gene for 10 years and love him enough to want to adopt him. Then here comes Big Bro, likely and understandably messed up by his own life and the system opinioning that they just don't seem to understand that he's a teenager now and not a child that needs to be forced into conforming to their useless rules. I'm sorry, at 15 he is still a child and the parents' rules are important even though you may not agree with them. Please don't mess up your little brother's life. You're the asshole. Jesus Christ.
See, this is the thing. Like, I agree with that. I don't agree with like the everyone's the asshole on this. Like, I think the brother's the asshole, 100%.
You want to approve these calls, you adopt them. That's the decision. Did not need OP's approval. Oh, wait, is this one bullshit? Oh, wait, what? The brother is 16 and the OP was not involved in the decision. He just refused to guilt his brother into catering to the parents. Oh, Lord. You're the asshole. You're not his guardian. If you want the privileges of letting him get a piercing at 15, you need to take the responsibility of being a parent. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
You're the asshole. They're right. You don't have the authority to make the decision like that, and it could have jeopardized his placement. His placement with the only parents he's ever known, the parents who've raised him for the past decade. This was an immature decision that could have also led to you being restricted from being able to have time with him. I doubt that it was worth it. You're the asshole. You took a minor to get a piercing. That's an issue. Nope, he's not a minor in the UK, at least for piercings. It was entirely the choice of the 15-year-old at the piercing shop. The older just paid for it. Hold on.
I mean, it's still irrelevant too, because like at the end of the day, he's still 15.
Bullshit. The shop did not ask for the OP's authorization. That wasn't entirely between. Oh my god, I hate this English.
Oh my god, English.
But twint. That was entirely between the I can't, bro.
God.
Between the sick day and the shop.
Oh my god.
It's fucking terrible. Oh, everyone's an asshole. I once bought him a band t-shirt he asked for. Apparently it was confiscated for being inappropriate. They're clearly overprotective enough to suck. He's old enough to decide if he wants to remove a piece of metal in his face. That is not for you to decide. Even if a body modification isn't necessarily permanent, it's still up to a child's guardians whether or not they should be allowed to make that choice. Do we need Google Translate on that one? No, Donnie. But it was still funny. No, it's up to the 16-year-old. So the argument I keep hitting is this whole like he's 15.
He's a minor.
Well, the whole he's 15-year-old. It wasn't the older brother who allowed it. I'm like, yeah, but you took him and you paid for it.
Yeah, that's a thing. Like, it's like you took him into this place that you knew full well that was an option, and then you checked your wallet. You're like, oh, I have enough. And then he probably was just like, yo, man, do you want a piercing? And he's just like, I don't know. And you're probably like convincing him too, being like, oh yeah, like that would look really cool. Like, you know, it's kind of like the vibe that you're going for and stuff. It's like, yeah, but then what about my parents? Oh no, who cares about what your parents have to say? And it's like you're probably like leading him on to like do it. You're probably peer pressuring him without even realizing it. Like,
Yeah, that shit's ridiculous.
Yeah, no, I don't agree with everyone's the asshole. No, this brother is the asshole. My goodness.
Yeah, yeah.
Why? Granted, what are we doing? See, this is what I mean though. Like sometimes you don't agree with what the verdict is. So like the verdict in this was everyone the asshole. I think like chat, you guys let us know too. Like, do you guys agree? Do you think everyone's actually the asshole? Or
it
do you
was
think
a
the
it was
brother's the
a
asshole?
it was a lip piercing 6 lenses.
Yeah.
The lip piercing to me is a lot more evasive. Like I said, if it was just ears, I don't think it would have been a big deal.
Yeah, but it's like a
Even
whole ass lip piercing.
even the parents suck, but I don't think of their asshole. I said the brother is the lay asshole.
Yeah. I feel
Oh,
like parents are like stricter too, like when you're like still young as well. Like, yeah, the 8 p.m. thing, like, that's really early.
that's hella early to
But
be back in the house. The fuck.
yeah, that's really
You at
early.
least give me. I think 10 was usually like 9 or 10 was usually like the cutoff.
Yeah,
At 15-year-old, I would say 10 is probably the most I would humor because you got school tomorrow. What the fuck are you doing?
yeah,
10 o'clock, you can be back in the house and be bed by like 11 or 10:30 or some shit. Like,
yeah,
but see, overprotective parents doesn't make you a bad like person. It just means that you're overly concerned. Obviously, that can still be misguided, but like,
yeah,
you don't take your brother to get a piercing without ask. You at least need to call him. Like, listen, can he get a piercing? And like,
yeah,
there has to be a conversation had. And honestly, I think they would have let him if like the problem is like for someone who's gonna you're gonna be around for a while, like foster parents, fucking build a relationship with them.
yeah.
Oh, good
Wait,
night,
right?
good night, boom.
Bye, Boom. Thank you for
There
watching.
goes the
Appreciate you.
boom. Um, yeah, I think he's the dickhead.
Yeah, I agree with that.
What happens if he gets infected? Exactly. Then it's on the older brother, but like they're his
Yeah,
parents. So they can be like, why did your son have a, why did your son have an infection? Because his older
yeah.
brother did what the fuck he wanted to do.
Like, is the brother gonna take it to urgent care? Probably not. Is the brother gonna pay for the antibiotics? Probably not. Like, come on,
What are we doing here? Do better.
do better. Yeah, exactly.
Am I the asshole for wanting to scream at my grandmother?
Oh my.
Do we want to go through this?
Do we?
I don't know. Screaming at my grandma is kind of a wild statement. Although, like, grandma, old women, am I the asshole for my autistic sister running off in the store and getting lost? What? Am I the asshole for my autistic sister?
Running off in the store. Oh, so like maybe like are they responsible for like I don't know, man. Like some of these titles, I'm just like I need so many things to be able to understand what this sentence is trying to say.
Am I demanding? Am I the asshole for demanding my father buy a business class point? No, you probably are the asshole because you know how much business class costs. The fuck is wrong with you?
Wait, scroll up. Wait, go back to that for a second though.
I do want to. Oh, that
Wait,
one.
I just hold on. Okay, you can go back down.
Uh
I saw 8 figure and I'm like, yeah. Okay, here we go.
oh, okay. Am I the asshole for yelling at my sister after she judged my parenting?
This one's an everyone sucks. Interesting. Okay.
I'll give. I'm gonna let you. I think it's your turn to read anyway.
Yeah, okay. So I, 33 female, have 2 kids, 11 female and 8 male with my husband. Our daughter is usually a good kid, which is why we were appalled when we got a phone call from her teacher about her bullying another student. Her teacher told me that her and a few other girls she is friends with were bullying a boy in the same grade, but in a different class at recess. A few of the boys in her class are friends with the boy. They were playing basketball at recess when he asked to speak with his friends. He told them my daughter and her friends were bullying this boy because he is transgender. The other boys immediately went to the teacher to tell her, even though he asked them not to because he was scared of the social consequences. When my husband and I found out about this, we were furious. It's also personal for my husband. He's a teacher and a baseball coach, and he has a student who's an 8th grader and is a trans boy. The boys on his team are friends with this boy, and while he doesn't play with them, he helps out with a lot of the behind the scenes stuff like equipment, acting as a scorekeeper at games. He knows how how much both his players and the trans student admire him. We told our daughter she was grounded until further notice. She lost all her electronics. She can't see her friends outside of school, etc. It's school and home, that's it. We got a phone call about a week ago. Last night, we were at my sister's, 37 female, house for dinner. My daughter was there and she could only read books, no playing video games with her cousins or brother. My sister asked what happened and I told her, and she said I was being too harsh on my daughter and that I should lift the punishment on her. My sister's oldest is her daughter who is 14. 14-year-old is a massive troublemaker. Back in the 7th grade, she got suspended from school multiple times for participating in the devious licks trend. What the what? In the what? The what? Stealing a hand sanitizer from the school bathroom, and when she got it back, she tried to steal a mirror.
All
What
right.
the heck is the devious licks trend?
So this is apparently I found out about this like last year. The idea is being able to steal something in school without getting caught.
That's what that means?
Yeah, like a lick.
Oh.
Lick is like a slang for like a job, like a devious. Like, oh, I got to lick off the store. Like it's
Oh.
it's essentially thief. You're stealing.
Okay.
You're stealing shit and then posting it online.
Oh,
that you
okay,
that you were
okay.
able to steal and the thing is, what's the biggest thing you can steal in a school and not get caught for?
Not get caught.
Yeah.
Okay. So stealing a hand sanitizer from the school bathroom, and when she got it back, she tried to steal a mirror. My niece has also gotten in trouble for bullying and recently attempted to shoplift, but her brother slash my nephew, 10-year-old male, noticed what she did, told her, and she put it back before she got in trouble. My sister and her husband never punished their daughter. They figured the school has already punished her enough when she gets punished at school. What the heck? I told my sister I punished my daughter so she didn't turn out like her daughter. I yelled at her for disrespecting my parenting. We got into an argument and it left in my family leaving early. Later on that night, my sister called me to work things out. She demanded I apologize, but I refused to do so because I think she's the one in the wrong. But she keeps telling me that she won't speak to me until I apologize. Am I the asshole?
Oh my god.
Oh my, what the heck? Okay.
So let's break this down into sections.
Yeah.
The daughter got in trouble for bullying a trans boy, essentially.
Yes. Uh-huh.
The parent was like, "This, you don't get access to shit. You're just doing school and home, and that's it, right?"
Yeah.
Then they went over to the mother's sister's house
Yeah.
and was like, "You need to fucking lift the ban on your daughter because you're being too hard on your daughter." And her response was, "Well, I'm doing that so she doesn't turn out like your daughter."
Yeah.
They argue. She gets home. They try to work it out over the phone and says, "You need to apologize."
And it's like, but no, you need to
And
apologize.
she's like, "No, because I didn't do anything wrong." Is she the asshole? Oh God.
Honestly, no. Why is it everyone's why is everyone sucks here? Like,
The reason why they're saying everyone sucks is because
well, okay, hold on,
Here's-
2 seconds.
okay.
Okay, like, so here's the thing, all right? With the punishment's weird, okay? Because, like, I don't understand the whole, like, I'm gonna take away all your electronics, everything. Like, what are they actually learning? They're gonna get it back eventually, right? I think what's important, at least, like, what I think is, like, why is the action wrong, right? Like, telling your kid, like, giving them that explanation about, like, this is what you did wrong, and this is why it's wrong. And this is why we don't treat people like this. Like, come on, like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, you can do that. You can take away their stuff, like, as, like, I guess, like, a bigger punishment of, like, okay, here's the consequences of your action. But I also wonder, too, was it explained to the daughter why, like, what she did was wrong?
Yeah, I don't even want to focus on the trans part. I just want to focus on the bullying part. Like,
Bullying is...
why are you messing with other people?
Yeah, exactly.
So the asshole part isn't even about whether okay. Do we want to?
Yeah,
Do you want? All right. Do we want to have the conversation about whether or not if the punishment fit the crime situation? Like, was the punishment Or was it, or is it like one of those situations where the punishment isn't terrible, but it's also like not as effective as it could have been?
So, like I said, like I don't think there's anything wrong with the punishment. It's like take away the things, fine. But what I'm saying is that like, was it explained to the daughter of why her actions were wrong, right? You know what I mean? Like I don't know if that makes sense.
No, no, I get
But
you.
it's
I got it.
like, cause like I feel like that's more important. Cause like the kid's gonna get their stuff back, but do they understand why of what they did was wrong? Do they understand the severity of bullying?
Right.
That's what I want to know, right? Like I think the sister is kind of irrelevant in this case. It's kind of just like, okay, so you're saying your parenting style is correct. Okay, well, yeah, you're teaching your kid that if they do something wrong, their actions are going to have consequences. That's completely fine, and that's how it should be because that's how it is in real life. But does your kid actually understand what they did wrong? Because if they don't, then they're going to get their stuff back and they're still going to continue. That's my biggest issue, I think, right? It's like if you want to take away their stuff, completely fine. That's okay. But have them understand what they did wrong because otherwise they're just going to go back to doing the exact same thing after the fact, right? Cuz they have to get their stuff back eventually.
Right.
I don't know. That's
So then the
yeah,
question then becomes, was she the asshole for like not wanting to, essentially not wanting to work things out with her sister because she like not wanting to apologize to her sister because of the comments that were made? Because the comment started with the sister commenting on the fact that she was punishing her daughter, period. And then her response was, "Well, I'm not fucking doing that because I don't want her to end up like your daughter."
yeah.
And then that's when the fight broke out. So here's my thing. As parents, no one wants their parenting style judged. To me, making a wild claim saying I don't want my daughter to be like your daughter is a wild thing because then they're cousins. Because
Yeah.
what you're saying is that you don't, especially if the cousin was in the room, that means her aunt literally thinks she ain't shit.
Yeah, and you're literally telling your yeah, and you're kind of contradicting yourself too in a way, right? Cuz you're kind of bullying the
I mean,
eh
it's more of judging her sister for her lack of parenting skills.
yeah, it's like the
So
the cousin or the daughter, I guess, like of his sister is like kind of like the scapegoat, if that makes any sense.
yeah,
Yeah, I agree with what Nessa said. Sorry, go ahead, go ahead.
bullying is wrong. I think the oh yeah. I think so. Here's my thing. If she had unprovoked said, "I don't want you to fucking, I don't want my daughter to end up like your daughter," if that was unprovoked, then I would say she's the asshole. But when you start off the conversation saying, "Well, I think you're being too hard on my niece," and I'm like, "Well, I think realistically, it felt like she felt attacked when she mentioned it."
Yeah.
And her response was like, "Well, I don't want my dad like I don't want her to be like your daughter because your daughter does a bunch of fucked up shit and doesn't get and gets away with all of it because you don't punish her at all."
Yeah.
I think honestly, she should have probably they probably should have just mutually apologized and said, "Listen, we have different parenting styles. We also have different kids. It is what it is."
You know what? I understand now why everyone sucks.
Yeah, but if the question comes down to is who's the asshole, I think in the context of the situation, because realistically, what the daughter got in trouble for is kind of irrelevant. The point is that the daughter got in trouble, and then like, the problem is that
the mom, yeah.
yeah, the daughter felt attacked. I mean, the sister felt attacked because they were attacking the daughter's like the parenting style. I think technically, yeah.
So okay, if we're talking strictly about like is she the asshole to the sister? I think the answer is yes. Just
Yeah.
because yeah, like you can't judge their parenting style. Like here's the thing, she could have argued it better. She could have just said like she didn't have to throw out the whole like oh like I'm doing this to my daughter so she doesn't turn out like your daughter.
That's the
Like,
part
you
that fucks
leave-
her up.
Yeah, that's the part that she messes up because she had an easy argument right there. She could have just been like, "Well, the reason why I parent my child like this is because," she could even said too like, "Oh, like I'm teaching my kid that actions have like consequences. Her action was bad, so therefore she's going to use her whatever her device is for X amount of time, and that will teach her.
Right.
And that's it. That's all she had to say. But instead, she brought the niece into it, which was unnecessary and like Nessa said, irrelevant to the conversation. And then of course that's gonna start a fight because then she's gonna get offended, being like, "Well, who are you to like comment on my parenting style now as well?" Both of them commented on each other's parenting style. They shouldn't have done that.
The problem is that it became all right. So saying that you were being too harsh on the daughter isn't really a crazy statement by itself.
Yeah.
The problem is that the way she took it was an attack on her parenting skills.
Yeah, there you go.
She took it as if she was saying, but see, I just saw a fucking clip of this earlier before I got on here of the same thing happening. Where, well, it was slightly different. So it was two people talking, and because I don't think you follow YouTubers like that, but they're for those in the shit. It was well, I don't. It's H3H3 and what was it? Trisha Paytas, I think is her name.
Oh, okay.
They had this podcast together called Frenemies. Yeah. And Trisha was like, if I ever had kids, I would never get a nanny. I would just watch my child. And Ethan was like, well, we have a nanny. And it turned into like this, so...
Oh, no.
It turns into this, like, so what are you trying to say about people who have nannies? It's just like nothing. I personally would never have a nanny. I want to spend as much time as I want with my child. That's why I don't want a nanny. And it turned into like him taking it as an attack because he technically fit in the category of what she was saying she didn't want to do.
Yeah.
And so
like,
and then he proceeded to drill her about it until it turned into a bigger thing, and then she just stormed off because he kept pressing it.
Yeah.
It's like that in the sense that like it's like if it was me personally, I wouldn't punish her. And she was like, why? What do you have against punishing children? Like, it felt like that. I feel like in the context of that story, she's the asshole only because the sister, and plus that the sister called to make amends, but they feel like there should be an apology. Because even if you think that about your sister, you don't fucking say it. And two, you definitely don't say it if the daughter in question is in the room.
In the room, yeah.
And y'all eating dinner together. That means the daughter was at the table and you're like, well, I don't want to be like your daughter. No child wants to be told they're a fuck up by like family members.
Yeah.
So
that's damaging.
So I wouldn't even say it's everyone's. I think she's just the asshole in that situation, because you would, not as a parent, but as a person, in the context of being the sister, you had the option when she said, "Don't you think you're being harsh on her?" It'd be like, listen, me and you have different parenting styles. If you had just kept it to that, then I would have been like, all right, whatever.
Yeah.
The fact that you were like, I don't want her to end up like your daughter. I'm like, ooh.
Yeah, it was unnecessary.
Now you're just throwing shade for no good reason. Even if you felt that way.
Reason. She didn't even need to do that.
Yeah. It felt like I think she was just appalled that she had the nerve to ask her to say that to her in the first place. Like, don't think I'm gonna parent her the way you parent your child. Like, and I'm like, yeah, but like, you gonna bust out her daughter like that? Your niece? It's still your niece.
That's still your niece at the end of the day, yeah.
Yeah, so that's my issue.
Like, at the end of the day, like, whatever parenting style you have, like, it's either gonna work in your favor or it's not gonna work in your favor. But, like, you gotta find that out on your own. Unless you literally ask, like, someone to be completely brutally honest with you. Then you are giving them permission. But she didn't ask for that, so...
Yeah.
I don't know what to say there, yeah. What do you guys think? And also, yeah, I guess we can look at the comments too.
Everyone's an asshole. Punishing your child for being nasty little bigot by taking her video games away is not going to teach her to be a nasty little bigot. Don't dish it out if you can't take it. You went for her parenting first, and bonus points, you picked on her 14-year-old girl to do it. She shouldn't be undermining your parenting, especially in front of your kids, but then you were viciously mean to her eldest in front of the kids. So it seems like this whole family needs a lesson in class. You should apologize to your sister, and she should apologize to you. Then you should both figure out how to turn your children into decent people. Jesus fucking Christ. Dumb question.
You know what, though? That's a good it's a good point, though. Because, like, that's the thing. That answer right there is the brutally honest. It's like, yes, everyone does suck, but also both of you as parents, like, low-key, just, like, and even as sisters as well, like, just, like, deal with it yourselves and then, like, yeah, teach your kids how to be better. That's
right. Dumb question. I am child free and intend to remain that way, so I don't understand. What else is the OP supposed to do to teach your kid how not to be a bigot? Obviously, sit her down and talk to her about it. What she did was wrong, but she needs other punishment as well. That's kind of where I'm at with it. You still take away her shit, but like,
Yeah, that's what I said too.
but like,
But then like teach them why did they whatever they did was wrong. Like they're not gonna learn if you just take away their phone. They're gonna get their phone back.
she needs the logical consequences for her behavior. But to do that well,
Thank you.
the parents will have to
Thank
figure out
you.
why she behaved that way. Then they will know what to do. Revenge punishing is I don't call that revenge. I wouldn't call taking her shit away revenge punishing.
Yeah, I wouldn't call that either.
It's just the parents feel like they're doing something while the kid learns to be sneakier. Nah, I think that's debatable. Every child handles that shit differently. I think if I lost my shit for fucking up, then I don't want to fuck up anymore. Being a bigot's a little bit different because that means you think you're better than somebody else. That's a completely different issue.
Well, I mean, yes and no. Like, yeah, I get that. Like, where it's like, oh, if your stuff gets taken away, then you're not going to do the same thing again because you know it's going to get taken away. But then also, do you understand the context, right? And I think that's where it goes back to like when you deal with children, I guess, like how you treat them. Like, are you treating them as like just like a mind that can like, are you treating their mind as something that's being willing to be developed and like understand, like, guess like social context or just like cues or etc., or just like understand the reasons of why their like behavior is wrong or right depending on what the situation is. Like, do you give them that chance to learn and to absorb that information, or do you just assume that they don't know better because they're just a kid, right?
Right.
Yeah.
They also need to explain to the kid why the consequences are logical and connected to the behavior. I absolutely locked down the internet, seriously, limiting social media for something like this, but the key is explaining to a kid. So yeah, the same thing we were talking about, explaining properly.
Yeah.
Wow, this is a very good, god damn, this chain went for a
This is
while.
like psychology. Yeah.
I was just trying to get to like a main conversation. All right, here we go. Everyone's the asshole. I agree that your sister should keep her unsolicited parenting advice to herself. However, them's fighting words. She's providing unwanted advice. You were far more direct, insulting her parenting and her child. You do owe her an apology because you crossed the line. Yeah, that's about what we were saying.
So,
all the kids and parents here suck. Damn, it's a good day to be child free, ain't it? Jeez. Oh my goodness.
all right. So I think the reason why people said everyone's the asshole here is because they looked at the whole situation. If you look at the situation where it's just the argument between the sisters, then of course the like the sister who
The main sister
who
is
called
active.
out, yeah, the main sister, like the OP, she's the asshole. If you look at the whole situation, everyone sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Agreed. Everyone sucks. Your sister shouldn't be telling you how to parent your kid. You shouldn't have dragged her daughter into it with your comment about not wanting your kid to turn out like her cousin. Which is wild to say that shit, especially when your cousin is more known for stealing shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, like your other sister, her cousin is known for stealing shit, and she was a bigot, and you somehow equated the two.
Yeah, right.
I punished her so she wouldn't turn out as to be a thief. Well, good job. She's not a thief. She's a bigot. Oh, that's better. Oh, Jesus. That is indeed the situation. So your kid's a bully and you and your sister are similarly bullies. Taking away the electronics doesn't teach kids not to be bullies. It teaches them to either get better at being sneaky bully or pick a target who won't tell anyone. Your sister shouldn't have questioned your punishment. You didn't need to attack your child. The child has issues, obviously, but so do yours. I question that. Punishments are effective tools in teaching kids and adolescents. They're especially effective at teaching adolescents. Okay, that was kind of redundant.
You know what?
They're only effective when they make sense and fit the crime. This doesn't teach her not to be a bully. All right, then nobody's the asshole. It's better for your daughter to learn the actions have
That's like the
consequences.
1 in a million.
Before she turns into a troublemaker like your... Whoa, no.
Whoa.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
That is an emergency, no emergency. No.
Yeah.
What
We're
are
not,
we?
yeah,
No.
we're
Yeah,
not...
all right, we're done.
We're done. We're done. We're done. Actually, we're done also because it's 2 hours. So we're definitely...
yeah.
We're done. We're not... that was a lot. Lee Jesus Christ. Yeah, so that was pretty effective. I think we got through a good chunk of them.
Yeah.
For those in the chat and comments, this is our second one. It's up to y'all whether or not it takes another 7 months to do another one.
No, it won't. It won't.
Otherwise, we'll be back in August.
No. We'll be back like in like a couple weeks. No, actually, but like, if you guys like this though,
Emmy said she's not coming out of the hole for another couple months, so y'all gotta.
No, this was really fun. I enjoyed this a lot.
No, I always like doing these. I like doing these.
I know, these are fun.
They're very chill, very easy, kind of like relaxing streams, and you get to comment on other people's lives without being responsible for your own decisions. But I hope you learned something, if nothing else. Follow Emmy on Twitter, which is in the description.
Oh yeah, you could do that. That's fine. I'll post. I promise.
She's, I feel like I'm leading them into a void, and the void is just it's just a picture of your icon and then like nothing else.
I mean, here's the thing. Like, I do like okay. So the one little content that I am making is I'm still doing covers. So like I have some. Yeah, I still am doing covers. It's just a matter of like I was waiting on like some artwork for it. So I'm gonna be posting one very, very soon. I'm just waiting for the art for it, and then I will be posting that. But I have 2 covers done, so those will be out very soon. So you can watch them if you want, and then I guess it'll be linked on my Twitter too. So yay, if you want. And I do share cake on Instagram, but I've been very behind on Instagram too. Yeah. I've been very behind on social media.
So lately. So the rule for 2024 is we don't fuck with social media because they gonna steal her soul. So she said I don't fuck with social media no more. But still follow her just in case she posts. It'll be like a once in a lifetime opportunity.
It'll be like a once in a blue moon, and then you'll have good luck.
I wonder why. I don't wonder why we always say once in a blue moon, but I don't think blue moons have ever existed.
Yeah, right. No, they do. Do they? I don't know.
What color? What color is the moon?
Isn't it like cheese? So isn't it like?
All right, we gotta go. That is it. That is it. That's it. That's it. And we're not doing any of this shit. So, as far as streams for me the rest of the week, Thursday I'm not doing anything. Friday will be a YouTube stream. Just to let you know, it's probably going to be a Pokemon versus Palmon debate. That'll probably be what that is.
Oh yeah, what is that? That's the one thing. Like, so the one time, like the couple times that I've been opening Twitter, I've been seeing that, and I'm like, what is this thing?
Palmon is a game that recently came out. I don't even think it's out. Like, it's not like full game. I think it's out like beta or some shit. But it's a game that very much is a combination of like Pokemon, Minecraft, and like
what?
It's just and you can give your Palmons guns and shit.
What?
Yeah, and there's been a lot of conversations about like how the quality of current Pokemon games have been, and then like is Palmon gonna be the Pokemon killer or this, that, and the third. And I was like, you know what? We can have the discussion about it. So that would more likely be what Friday's stream is about, guys. It's just having that conversation about what's. I might try to make that a group thing if anyone's even interested. The problem is I know a lot of people don't know about Palmon if you're not on social media. If you're not on social media, you won't know. But like, go watch some videos.
Go watch. Okay.
Also, there has been some conversation that like. Palmon heavily like there's some copyright conversation that's been wanting to go on with because all right, so we people make those jokes about like Digimon and Yu-Gi-Oh and shit, but Palmon designs they look pretty close. I've seen things that look like why can I not think of the Sheepmon that was introduced in Gen 8? What's the sheep called?
Oh, what is it?
It's Double the evolution, but what the fuck's the pre-evolution?
Oh, isn't it?
Oh my god. Hold on.
Oh no, all I can think is Mareep, and that's not the right thing.
It's not. It's fucking
Wooloo. It's Wooloo.
Yeah, Wooloo.
Isn't it Wooloo?
There's one that looks like Wooloo, there's one that looks like Zoroark. Some of them it's at 8 million currently. And people are just talking about it.
Wait, what platform is this on? I'm assuming it's on PC, but like...
I know it's also on Xbox, but it's on other things. Hold on.
It's on Xbox. Oh,
is it?
oh, it's like a. Oh, whoa. Okay.
It's like a beta. Hold on, Power World. Where is it? It's on. Yeah, it's on
On Steam?
Steam, Xbox. So Steam and Xbox.
Oh, okay, okay. Damn.
I'll show you a couple images. Here are a couple images.
What the heck? You cannot tell me that's not Leafeon.
See, Leafeon. The sheet looks kind of like Wooloo. This is like the fucking dolphin that was introduced in
Yeah. Yo, there's like, isn't Zatu, I think, or Natu?
yeah.
One of those. There's the duck.
That one's like Cobalion.
That's Ampharos right there, except it's pink.
Evital.
Yeah.
Some of them look really fucking close.
Yeah.
One of them looks like the dog Rockruff's evolution.
Bolton?
No, Rockruff from Alola.
Oh, Rockruff. Sorry, what was I thinking? Oh my god. Rock. Oh, Lycanroc?
Yeah, Lycanroc.
Yeah.
But you can give them guns. You can give them. Yeah.
That looks funny.
Some of them. I think that one reminds me either of Noivern or Zoroark. I can't. I probably need a better
It's
picture.
like both. Look at the chicken.
That one looks straight up like Lilligant or Gardevoir.
Oh, that's straight up Lilligant. And then look, like the one beside it.
Gossifleur, I think, is what it's called. And
Yeah. Two Lucarios. Yeah.
There are some designs that look like. Oh, here's one.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Yeah, that's straight up Lucario.
some of
That's
them.
Lucario and his bedtime clothes. His like PJs.
That reminds me a lot of like Vulpix and shit.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's been a lot of conversations about the whole like copyright thing. Yeah, the thing right here, Zoroark. That looks very much like a pink Zora. That looks like
Yeah.
Staraptor.
Yeah.
Like that some of them look like, oh, here we go.
And then is the mascot yellow? Cause like
Yeah, it's pretty much it looks like a mixture of Pikachu, Electivire, and Totoro.
yeah.
That's what
And
I
it has the face of a Gengar. Like I'm so lost.
Yeah, like some of these just look kind of close.
Yeah.
Some of them are closer than others. Yeah, here it is. Here's the dog. There you go.
Oh, that's definitely Lycanroc. That's dark form Lycanroc.
Yeah. So like there's been copyright conversations. Oh, here's some other ones.
Cute.
They're not bad designs, and this one looks like fucking a bootleg
Oh, that's
version.
no.
It's like a bootleg Pansage.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's been a lot of conversation. Yeah, they've already been doing it. But yeah, there's been a lot of conversations of like copyright infringement, but there's been a lot of conversations like this is what Game Freak needs to do to be better because people like the game a lot. Which that is what it is. I don't really care about that part of it. But like,
Yeah.
even here, see, look, these are our OGs here,
Yeah.
and then we're getting like things like this, or things like this.
So wait, so what is the concept of now I'm curious. What is the concept of this game? I don't know if you've said it already. I apologize if you have.
You mean like what the basis premise of the world is?
Yeah.
Also, the name of the developer is Pocket Pair.
LOL.
So this game is set in an open world populated by animal-like creatures known as pals. The players can battle and capture pals in order to use them for base building, traversal, and combat.
Oh, so basically Pokemon.
Yeah, I mean, we're gonna add this at the end, y'all. I'm gonna let y'all look at this real quick, and then we're gonna get the hell. This will be your little teaser for what we're gonna talk about on Friday. But
Okay.
let me go to YouTube real quick, just so you can see. It literally seems like you still can catch them. Like you can catch them.
Yeah.
Like-
It's like instead of just giving it like, like a like an item, you just give it a gun. And like that's the funniest part of that shit. Like what? Why a gun? That's so funny.
Let me see. I want just like footage. I don't want. I want just footage. This is gonna be a little bit of like.
Welcome to Power.
Hush, we're not doing that. I just want to.
Are those Pokeballs? Like
Kind
their
of.
version?
The fuck? Oh my god.
What the heck? Oh my god.
Yeah, you can ride them and then they shoot guns and they blow up shit and
Okay. Oh, you can pet them. Oh, look at how cute that one is. Oh, you can pet your pals.
they're not all like ripoffs, but some of them do. Like that
Oh,
Scraggy.
that looked definitely, yeah.
But it's essentially like a survival game where you build bases and you defend your base and then you collect
Yeah.
these pals like, but you can get in trouble for slavery. What, Mel?
What?
It's I'm not really, my issue isn't even really on the gameplay. The reason why I think people bring it up because on the gameplay side, but it's in beta. This isn't even like the full game yet. This is essentially just it's
Yeah.
out on beta for them to like they're still testing shit. But the conversation is like this is Pokemon Killer. And the only reason why
No.
I'm not a big fan of that argument is that like y'all realize that like it's gonna make Game Freak change the way they like build games. I'm like, y'all realize that Pokemon doesn't even make most of its money from the games. Like the games make money. You know what they make the money mostly off of? Merchandise.
Merchandise? Yeah.
Plushes, trading cards,
Oh
fucking
yeah, those damn plushes, bro.
bro. The amount of
I
like
want a giant Piplup.
the amount of
$600.
But like the majority of it is literally just that. But yeah, this is like the survival aspect of it. That's why I said it's not all the way Pokemon. Like it's like a survival crafting game that like Pokemon like creatures are in.
Yeah. I was gonna say, like, oh my gosh, those look like the chili peppers from, like, Zelda.
Yeah, like so it's the
And
conversation.
that's Zelda right there. This is like a mix of so many games.
Yeah, and that looks like Fortnite animations to me, where you're like breaking down bases and shit.
Yeah.
That's why I don't want to call. But the problem is, people are gonna have the conversation like, "Well, it's Pokemon competition," but it also like it's not like Pokemon. Then why are you calling it Pokemon competition for?
Yeah.
Just let it be its own game. The only thing that really makes it Pokemon like is the fact that it has Pokemon creatures in it. That's literally it. That is literally it. And
So
here,
actually, like, Sir Mel said in chat, like, I'd recommend trying it before the stream. Would you do that?
I could. I have Xbox, so I could technically get it on that if I wanted to. Because I think it's still. I think it costs money.
I
Like,
think it costs money.
wow. Like, here's my thing. I'm only trying it for the sake of like
Like,
having.
reviewing it.
Yeah, like I'm not like
Yeah,
my whole
that's
argument is
valid.
more people talking like it's a Pokemon killer. I'm like, I don't think y'all understand how this shit works. Okay, like, oh yeah, he's right. Just ask KG about Sir Mel
Yeah, how
said.
much is it? Oh, it's free on Xbox, Sir Mel says.
Oh, is it? Yeah, okay.
Six Lenses says it's on Xbox Game Pass.
The studio made it very close to games to
Aw,
Zelda
so
and Among
cute.
Us. That to me that's borderline Wooloo. It's like Wooloo slash Jigglypuff.
Yeah.
Oh, it's free. Well, then they're like, so why they wait?
Well, you have no excuse. You gotta play.
How much is it on Steam then? Are they? I hope it's if it's free on Xbox. Why the fuck am I?
It should be free on Steam, yeah.
Yeah, it's on Game Pass. It's not, to me that's not technically free because you have to buy Game Pass, but fine.
Oh,
At least Game Pass comes with like so many games, so I guess it's fine. It's not a big deal.
yeah.
But yeah, like this, it's the general gist. It's a crafting survival game with like Pokemon elements.
Look, arrows.
I don't know how much it is on Steam. I can go check real quick. Where the fuck is
Oh,
my?
look, we're live.
Wait, what?
No, on the sidebar, it shows videos and it shows our.
Oh shit! I didn't even notice that. What the fuck? It's $30 on Steam. Oh,
$30 on Steam? What?
but it's not even finished though yet, right? Like this is only like it's not even fully done.
Beta?
I'm pretty sure. Hold on, let me make sure. Yeah, so the 8 mil is from Steam. Got it. Yeah, it's early access right now.
What the heck?
Yeah, it's early access. You can buy it for like $27 if you. It's on sale currently. I don't know. I think people very much are like geeking out because of how Pokey-esque it is, while also being a different kind of game.